Good evening, sir. Whoa. Got it. Okay. What's up? Sorry, I got a thing on my phone. Good evening, service crew, fighting pilot extraordinaire Ace Windfall. Ready for takeoff. I hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. It's been a while since we've done this. It's been a little over a month. The last time I did this was when I got back from Combo Breaker. What's up, Harmonica? Honk honk. That's a new one. Are we switching from cowboy to clown now? But it's been like, yeah, I want to say it's been a month. It was like Combo Breaker was the last time we did it. When I like, and I don't know, I kind of like doing this. I like to just like chat, because a lot of the times I'm playing games and I'm not the worst at it, but sometimes it's just nice to just chat. Like I said, I hope everyone's day has been well. I did a little adventuring today. I got a, hold on, actually I have a, you hear that? I got like over almost a year ago, maybe. I don't know how long anime figures take to like get sent to you or whatever. From like you pre-order it, right? They like put an announcement out. It's like, hey, we're making a figure, and then you go and pre-order it on the AmiAmi, as I did, which is I think the first time I've ever actually done that. And like earlier in the month, like 2-ish weeks ago, I got an email. I was like, hey, your thing's ready. I was like, wait, what? I don't remember paying for this. I don't remember ordering this. And then it hit me. Oh yeah, of course I ordered this. And the last couple days, DHL, who I chose to ship with, was not able to deliver it for whatever reason. So they sent me a text and was like, hey, yeah, you can come to our on-site place and pick it up there. And so I went on a little adventure today, out to the DHL factory. Oh no, you fucking... Everyone says that! This is the very first time I've had issue with DHL. Everyone always poo-poos DHL. This is the only time I've had issue, and I think it was just because I didn't check off the thing that they could sign off, or they could drop it off without sign off. What's the 411? Why is DHL no good? Because I've used them for a lot of my Japanese-centric like figure book orders, and typically, I mean, I don't know how to compare it to anything, but it's like I get my stuff. This is like the only ever time I've had a hiccup. It was fun. I got to go out to their warehouse, and now I am the proud owner of a. The thing is, you can't see this box, but just like, do you hear that? You hear that quality? You hear that empty cavernous of this because the thing that was in it is already taken out. I got a 1/4 scale figure of Ayla Ilmatar Utalainen in a bunny suit. This thing is huge, by the way. It's a 1/4 scale. I don't know if you know what 1/4 scale is, because I forgot. I thought it was like a 1/6 scale, and then I got the box and I was like, this thing's fucking huge. Ayla is a 160 centimeter anime character, so 1/4 scale is 40 centimeters, which means 2.5 centimeters to an inch, 5 centimeters to 2 inches, then 10, 4, 8 inches, give or take. A little bit taller than that, maybe. It's huge. And it doesn't even fit in the curio cabinet, so it goes on top. Forgot the exact thing, but a dude sent 3 air tags from like Austria or something a year back. The whole process was a hilarious shit show. But wait, real? Like, was it just like you could see them like getting bounced around and just like all over the place? Is this like a European thing, I wonder? No, I know it's not, because I know people in America complain about it too. Am I just like, I'm just lucky, I guess, as my name would imply. One sat in a warehouse for like half a year. Holy shit. Maybe is the issue like if you're not using reputable buyers/sellers? I'm always gonna like say this, but then one day down the line I'm gonna use DHL and I'm never gonna hear back from it, and it's gonna like, that's gonna be the turning point, right? Something terrible is gonna happen, but so far it hasn't, so I'm gonna keep swimming along completely oblivious with my 1/4 scale Ayla Ilmatar Utalainen bunny girl figure. Tell him it was lost, then try to refund him. Or they try to find the package. You couldn't get both. Did he like tell them like, hey, I have this air tagged? Hold on. Austria DHL air tag. I actually want to know this. Like, air tags expose dodgy postal industries. DHL responds. Ooh. YouTuber sends air tags to North Korea to put DHL. Air tags sent to North Korea could not be delivered, prompting him to try again, only to order. Oh, he sent them to North Korea though? That makes it a little bit less, I don't want to say reputable, but it's like you're kind of like poking the tiger there. I'm only reading headlines as any good person would do. Apple AirTag used to expose DHL fraud. Do you theorize they just lose shit and then pay money so they don't have to bother? The other two also took way longer. I was gonna say, yeah, like, they just file it under breakage. That's the messed up part, right? If that were to happen. North Korea won. The DHL website said they could deliver to North Korea. Oh, that's... Come on, DHL. You're kind of you're shooting yourself in the foot for that one. Why would you say that? You can't just lie on the internet. I mean, you can, but then you'll get found out, and then, like, nothing will come of it. And you might have to pay 1% of your profits, if even. The North Korean DHL office, they have such a thing? They said nothing was going over the border at the time, or was it emailed to them? Oh, called or emailed them. I thought you meant like they emailed the package to North Korea, as if like the people in North Korea didn't know like what a package was or what an email was or something. I have my tea. I also have these really thin Oreo cookies, and I'm afraid of eating on mic, but they're really good. What's up, Seg? What's up, Denny's? Seg, have you seen that one? It's like a reaction gif or whatever. And it's like, what the fuck is up, Denny's? And it's like a band performing at Denny's. Is that what you're referencing? Because that's what that reminds me of. Nothing much is up though. We're talking about DHL practices and my tiny cookies here. Ha. They're delicious. Okay, it's mostly done now. The package eventually was returned to him after around 6 months and countless attempts to get support. I guess I should keep an eye out then, and not use DHL for my future 1/4 scale Bunny Girl figures. Damn, these cookies are good. The thing about these is they're really tiny Oreos, but I made chocolate chip cookies on Monday, but the chocolate chip cookies just don't go well with green tea. So now I just have chocolate chip cookies that I can't eat. Took some time off over the weekend. Oh, nice! Is this... No, this isn't. I was gonna say, this isn't 4th of July week, right? My brain's been all over the place, so I forgot about that. Cool! Is that, like, tied in with, like... Did you get, like, a super long week off yesterday, or last week, or anything like that? Took Sophie to Six Flags on Monday. Oh, that's awesome! Super Dead, no Waynes or anything. That's cool! I'm a little surprised, given that... I guess the weekday stuff... Even if it is summer, like people still have to work on the weekdays, so you're not gonna get as many like families taking their kids out during that. That's cool. That sounds fun. Same day as the week after because I was on support for that. Ah, got it. So you got Monday, Tuesday instead of 4th of July, Monday, Tuesday. Oh, sick. That's cool. That is a good hack. The Six Flags thing, not the. I mean, I guess that's also a hack, taking the days off that you would have gotten for the holiday. Cool, though. What's your favorite ride? Are you a roller coaster man, Seg? Or are you like a water parker? What is at the Six Flags? Roller coasters, water parks. The thing where I was at, I think it was a Six Flags. It was some amusement park when I was growing up. My idol career started young. They had the thing where you could go and they would put you in a music video for a song. And my sister wanted to do it because she was a teenage girl at the time. And it was like 2 for 1 or something like that. So of course I did it too. And I don't know what I was singing and dancing to, but somewhere deep in my parents' basement there's a videotape of Young Ace singing and dancing along to, I'm gonna guess Aaron Carter, but I don't know. something goofy like that on like a purple starred background. More of a coaster man. That's the correct answer, Seg. That is objectively the correct answer. Went for the water park mainly. That's good. Water parks I think are cool. Pools themselves, pools and beaches are kind of lame. This is just my opinion. But like pools and beaches lame. Water parks themselves though, where you can actually do stuff with the water, that stuff's kind of cool. Or lazy rivers. Even though a lazy river is just like what I would do with like a pool or a beach, it's more like it adds to it by making you go on like loops in a raft or something like that. But just general swimming pools I think are really lame. I don't know if I'm alone on that one. Chilling in the wave pool. Oh, that's cool though. That's nice. The little wave pools that just like occasionally do just the... That's the sound of a wave. What else have I been up to? Oh, question by the way. Question for the chat. I'll probably ask this again later, but like, I mentioned yesterday that, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago or something, earlier this week, I was reminded by my ISP that I have HBO Max as just part of my ISP package. And so I bit the bullet, I signed in. I now have an HBO account, which is great because losing the Netflix made it so all I could do was watch YouTube videos when I was like eating or doing anything that wasn't like in front of my computer. And so that was kind of lame. So now I have like that, and I have like, oh, their catalog is great. I love it. HBO Max, please sponsor me. But like, it was really cool. I watched Dune yesterday, the 2021 one. And I watched Hannibal today. Hannibal was kind of lame, I'm gonna be real. Silence of the Lambs, Red Dragon, much better. Hannibal, the TV series, good. Hannibal, the movie itself, kind of lame. Wasn't a fan of it. But my point being, I have HBO Max. What do you recommend? Like, I've already seen that Dune. I watched that one. What else was on there that I saw? There's a lot of Kurosawa stuff, actually. I found that today. I was like browsing through. I was like, what else? Like, I want to like build my list, right? I saw a lot of Kurosawa stuff, and I was really excited because like I've watched what, Seven Samurai, Yojimbo, and Sanjuro. I think those are the 3. I think there's a 4th one I watched. Oh, Rashomon, right? All 4 of those are just like awesome, and so there's more like, excuse me, there's like the Hidden Fortress and stuff. And like, so I add that like instantly. Last of Us, go watch The Last of Us. Got it. Where's my notes sheet? The Last of Us. I forgot that was on HBO. Good. Chernobyl miniseries was great. Oh, is that on HBO? I saw, one of the things I saw, speaking of Chernobyl then, I was actually really surprised. I'm really happy because I've wanted to watch it forever. Stalker. The like 1970s Russian movie Stalker is on it. Oh, I'm excited for that one, honestly. Make it a double feature. Watch Stalker and then watch the Chernobyl miniseries. I saw all the Ghibli movies. That's a fun one too. I haven't watched Princess Mononoke, so that's one that I want to watch. There's probably others too, but Princess Mononoke I think is at the top of like the Ghibli movies that I have not seen that I want to watch. What else? I was surprised that Stalker was on there. That was a cool one. Like a lot of older movies, Casablanca, which is like almost a meme movie. I don't want to say that. It's just like it's a really, really old like classic movie, and just like, wow, that's cool. So I have that on there. I'm upset that they had The Witch. They had the Witch, right? But they don't have The Lighthouse, which I think it's the same director, which is upsetting. I want to see Edward Cullen and the Green Goblin working in a lighthouse together in 4:3 aspect ratio in black and white or whatever it is. Like, man. Apparently that's only on like Hulu or Prime Video or something like that. Howl's Moving Castle is my favorite. Ooh, Howl's is a really good one. Wait, no. I haven't seen Howl's. I think I've seen like 5 to 10 minutes of Howl's on TV once. I was thinking of what's the one where there's like a temple, there's like the parents turn into pigs, right? That's the one that I thought it was. I think that's the one that I've mostly watched. I was watching Kill la Kill today and love Studio Trigger. Studio Trigger's good. Kill la Kill is good. Little Witch Academia is good. I never watched this is kind of blasphemous almost, but I never watched the TV series. I only watched the OVA. I only watched the first OVA too. It's not like I've even watched both OVAs. I just watched the first one. I just need to get around to it. Spirited Away. That's it. Spirited Away is good. Spirited Away is probably my favorite, but I need to delve deeper in and find more. Watch like Howl's and watch what was the one that I just said? Prince of Mononoke and stuff like that. Oh, Studio Trigger also did not Studio Trigger. Speaking of Ghibli, they also did Lupin the Third. They did one of the Lupin the Third like animated movies back a while ago. Like a while ago. And that thing is also like beautiful. I think it's the something of Cagliostro, the Count of Cagliostro. The Castle of Amontillado, Lupin the Third, Castle of Cagliostro. That's a good one. I'll say that one's done by Ghibli, and that's, if you have not watched that, I think that was on Netflix last I checked. It might be on something else now, but like, Lupin the Third is just a completely episodic series of, you know, Thief with a Heart of Gold kind of stuff, right? Would definitely recommend that. What's up, Raizune? Morning. Ready to soar the Ace ship high. Operator Raizune reporting in. At ease, soldier. Operator RZ. You're not an who said you could be an operator? You're part of the service crew. Get down here, take this wrench in hand, and get to work. Hope you're doing good, Raizune, though. We're talking about anime, we're talking about stuff, life. I hope your day's been good. Speaking of anime, outside of like, okay, so I got HBO Max, but because there was that downtime of me like not having Netflix and wanting to consume media as any normal human being, air quotes around normal human being, as anyone would want to do, I finally picked up, I think I talked about this a little while ago, I started watching Girls in Panzer finally, which, for someone that likes the stuff that I do, it's been on my list for like ever to go watch. I think I'm 6 episodes in right now. They just finished fighting the American, like the American team, Saunders. That's good. I really enjoy that. Take the wrench, you say? Yeah, take the. Oh, don't throw the wrench at me. Don't throw the wrench at me. Don't you? I know what you're thinking about doing, Raizune. I'm pointing at you. I thought you were gonna take the wrench in hand and whack me with it. I don't know. I was worried. You would never do that though, Raizune. Rumori manga is peak GNP. I hear it's really good. I haven't gotten to the manga part yet. Like I think I'm gonna go through all the anime first. But if my knowledge of franchises like Girls in Panzer is anything to go by, you're probably right. Because similarly, like, Girls in Panzer, I always make allusions to Strike Witches whenever I think about it, because it's my favorite. It's a guilty pleasure show. It's something that I really enjoy. But like, the anime sucks. All of the Strike Witches anime suck. Sort of, kind of. They're guilty pleasure, but they're not like anything like good. It's just like, this world is interesting, these characters are interesting, but the anime just gets very formulaic at parts. But like the manga, ooh, the manga for all of them just like is always just so much better because like it can explore and do different things that the anime can't. And so I assume Girls and Panzer is the same way. But I will say, like, you know, going in with the Strike Witches mindset, I was actually really pleasantly surprised that like Girls and Panzer is not episodic. I guess I could say like Strike Witch is very monster of the week. The first 2 episodes introduced the situation for the season. The next 8 episodes are monster of the week, and then the last 2 episodes are wrapping up the season. And I thought Girls and Panzer was going to be the same way, but it's not. Like, it like brings up conflict when it needs to, because it's a sports anime basically. And so like you have like a battle between like, you know, the Guppies and Saunders going over the course of like 2 episodes. And the first episode is about like, oh, they find out they're getting wiretapped, and then the second episode is like, well, they've been able to get some things around. Then Kay is like, oh, we'll only take 4 tanks to make it even because Alyssa was doing some wiretapping and she knows better not to do that. And I was like, that's cool. I love it. That's great. It was actually like so adorable. Saunders is fantastic. I think Hulu's library is very strong. Man, I have a Hulu from the same like family plan kind of stuff, because I think it was Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus all came like bundled together. But the Hulu that you get is the Hulu without ads, or with ads, excuse me. And so I can't fuck with the Hulu. What is this? Oh, that's cute. One of the best moments in the Ribbon Warrior. That's cute. Love how you assume you do that immediately. I don't know. I'm very defensive, Raizune. It's part of being a fighter. These fists aren't just for mashing buttons in video games. They're also for defending myself from wrench attacks. It happens more often than you think. But like, yeah, I messed with like Hulu for a bit because I was like, oh yeah, Hulu, that's different. Like this was like a couple of years ago. And like I think I watched Parasite on Hulu, and I was really surprised because I like the very first, like there was an ad at the very beginning, and then there were no ads for the rest of the movie, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. So maybe it's not that bad ad-wise. And then I watched like King of the Hill, because I wanted to watch King of the Hill. Like King of the Hill is like a classic American sitcom. Insert clip of Hank Hill smoking, but it's dubbed in Japanese for some reason. That one's funny. But like it's so like good, and I watched it and it was just like, man, I can't do this. Especially because like YouTube, you get an ad and it's like it's a 30-second ad, but you can skip it after 5 seconds most of the time. But like with Hulu, it was 2 minutes unskippable, and it's just like, man, if this was like 30 seconds unskippable, maybe. If it was like 2 minutes skippable, maybe. But like 2 minutes unskippable was just, it was too much. I just couldn't do it. Because it was 2 minutes unskippable, and it was like at the beginning, at the midpoint, and then like near the end, right? So like 6 minutes or something total. And it's just like, oh, it's way too much. It's the only place to watch Initial D. That sucks. Oh no. Looks like Initial D's not going on the watch list anytime soon. I forgot about that, you won't lie. Do you have Hulu without ads? If you do, no shade thrown. Because I assume that Hulu's library is in fact pretty good. Because like every time I look up like a movie and I'm like, man, it's on a Hulu, it's like, it's not worth it. I just can't. I can't like bring myself to do it. Our Hulu ate our Netflix because we never use it, so we pay for no ads. Oh, that's smart, yeah. Especially because I think Netflix's library is getting a little like they pick things up here and there, but it hasn't like wowed me in a bit. Yeah, you can always watch it through other means. Not that I would know anything about that, but Yeah, I'm right with you there, Sig. I can't do ads. If I were not a mooch, if I were not a leech, and I had to buy like my own streaming services, maybe I would look into it. But right now, HBO is the new hotness. It's got the Kurosawa films. It's got the Ghibli stuff. It's got the weird random stuff. Oh, it has Adult Swim on there too, which was really fun. I can finally watch actual full episodes of Xavier Renegade Angel. Sports. Like, all I've ever seen about Xavier Renegade Angel is just, like, clips on YouTube, as I've done with most Adult Swim properties, like Tim and Eric, Xavier Renegade Angel, for instance, Nathan For You. There's, like, so many, like, just things that I only have known through just watching clips on YouTube, and now I can just, like, watch them in full episodes, and that's gonna be something, like, it's gonna be transcendent in a way, right? The greatest show ever made? Ooh! I like how you're speaking. The most things I know about it are like the big one that I feel like most people know, and this could be wrong, maybe I'm wrong, but the one that I first knew about Xavier Renegade Angel was the one where it's him and his like he's in like his own mind. He's on like a payphone. And then, like, it zooms out and there's another one of him on another payphone and they come in and they just start arguing with each other because it's, like, his inner conflict or something. That is peak just writing. Like, I know people that can just, like, do that entire segment off the top of their head. And every time they do, it just puts a smile on my face because it's just, like, every single line, the way it, like, goes back and forth is just so... It's just so snappy and so just... What's the, like, hectic, but, like, controlled chaos in a way? Checkmate. Oh, you admit you're checking me out, and you want to mate. Like, stuff like that is just, like, so, like... it's so fucking goofy. That and sports. Those are the two. Raisune, it's from Xavier Renegade Angel. Actually, here, let's see. Can we... Xavier Renegade Angel phone booth? Will I find it? Phone booth scene.
Me to be you, wouldn't me? But it's too...
Oh, how do I... Ooh, hold on. That was another one that like popped in my head, harmonica. It's just like the little tornadoes and everything. That's also one of the parts that I remember.
You slept, you wept, you napper, you get slapper, you slumber, a cucumber, you catch up on some Zeds, you get out of my head, you slumber, hamburger, I don't want to talk about nothing else.
You slumber, a cucumber. It's so good.
Guy might be better than me, you're right.
This is the, like, yeah, this is the entire, like, this entire, it's just Xavier and Xavier just going back and forth, just like, it's so, that's the very first exposure I had to it, and from that point I was just like, I want to watch this. And so I would look up clips, and I've seen all those ones, but now I can, like, actually watch the full things, and I'm excited about that. New follower sound alert, which one? You slumber cucumber, or the you're checking me out and you want to mate? Because I don't think I could do the second one. I mean, I could, but I don't think my dignity could take that one. I can self-deprive a little bit, but... There's also, like, there's the Shivering Truth. I can. You are right. I was told the Shivering Truth is good. I think it's from, like, the same people. That's also, like, an Adult Swim thing that's on there. There's a lot on the HBO Max, or I guess it's just called Max now, which is stupid, but, you know, more power to you, HBO, whatever you say. So The Last of Us and Chernobyl, those are the two hitters. Well, ain't that the Shivering Truth? Roll credits. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, do you think, Raizune, if they actually have a line like that in the show, and it just, like, rolls credits, That'd be really funny. Last of Us and Chernobyl, got it. What else do I got? What else do I got? Oh yeah, unrelated to anything else. Seeing all the little stars and the sub badges and stuff. What is our sub badge? I want to make a sub badge at some point. We need to upgrade our sub badge at some point, right? Do we just? I mentioned this before. Should I? The easiest thing is I could just recolor the normal sub badge star into the white and blue star. A wrench. Ooh, wrench is kind of good. What would you do for like the tiers or whatever, like the months, the time thing? Just make it a gray wrench into a gold wrench into like a rainbow wrench or something. That's a little bit lame. I mean, it's not bad, but that's a little basic. I do like that idea though. Like at worst, sub badge. Wrench. Rainbow wrench. Bond silver gold. It's like cards, right? Wrench propeller pilot cap. That's a little bit more interesting. They don't have I guess they do have consistency in that they're all like themes for it, but they don't in and of themselves match together. Like you can't see the clear progression between them. It could be a propeller and like we add another like prop to it, like for every month or whatever. Like so at 1 month you get a 1 prop propeller, which you can't like do anything with, and then 2 months it's a normal, and then 3 it's like you can actually start using it. But then when you get to like a year, it becomes unusable again because it's just like a 12 prop propeller and it just looks goofy as hell. That's an idea. You have a propeller, I have a repeller. We are not the same. Propeller, conpeller. I kind of like those ideas. Wrench propeller, pilot cap. Something like that could be cool. Because if it was because wrench would just be that into like bronze, silver, gold, like rarities on cards, or like, you know, like your Overwatch or League of Legends, like leagues. If it was the white and blue star, you couldn't really do anything. It'd just be the same as like the current one, where it's just like this is just default. It doesn't really have like layers to it as well. If it didn't have to be so complicated. Yeah, it's mostly just like the idea of, well, you don't even have to do that, I guess, necessarily. Have like a 3 month, a 6 month, a 1 year. You could just have just the standard version, and I think that'd be fine. It's kind of nice to have the other versions sometimes, right? Refurbish the badge to make it shine. So like before you make it to like 6 months or a year or whatever, it's just like really shitty and dull, and then it starts getting sparkles on and everything. That'd be kind of cute. Ooh, clip art wrenches, related searches. Hold on. Google might be giving me the assist here. Ooh. 2 wrenches crossed, and then like have this has 2 wrenches crossed and a tire on it. But you replace the tire with like the number of like months or something like that. Ooh, this is cool. Mechanic clip art. That's not a wrench, that's a measuring tape. What if it got 30 or longer years? Ooh, I like that. That's actually cuter. Cause that's more fitting. You've been working as a member of the service crew, so like it's like when you're like, yeah, like when you're in service crew, or like just any like uniform, like when you first get it's all shiny and clean, but after you've been working for like a year, 2, 3, it's just like it's all like yellowed, or it's all stained and just disgusting and dirty. Yeah, I kind of, ooh, that's kind of cute. You don't ever shower? Of course you don't. Why would you shower? It gets rid of the body's natural aroma. I couldn't say that one with a straight face. Let's leave out Purple Star. I don't want a near-death experience. What's the near-death experience? Because you would think that you went back to, like, the normal Twitch sub? Or is that, like, something like, some other game reference? The longer you sub, the dirtier you go. Longer sub equals dirtier? Question mark? Oh, Purple Heart is the military reward for nearly dying. Or dying. Yeah, that's right. I didn't think the Purple Heart was a star, though. I thought it was an actual, like, heart, but I guess that makes sense. I've never actually thought about what the Purple Heart actually looks like. No, it is actually a heart. Wait. But we're changing it to a star. But you get the purple star badge, and you just... I mean, after you work for me long enough, you're basically almost gonna die. That doesn't make sense. That's also really, like, ominous. I mean, as last word's a bit... Gotcha. Bronze, silver, gold, platinum, something like that. Those are kind of simple. That's simple. I kind of like that. I still like the dirtier one. I don't know how, like, good that would look, but I kind of want to... I might mock up something like that. Have it go for, like, 136 year 2, something like that. That could be cute. Having, like, talking about the bronze, silver, gold. Covered in soot for years. Soot? What am I, a chimney sweep? What am I, the Mary Poppins chimney sweep? Chim chimmery, chim chimmery, chim chim chiroo. I'm covered in engine oil. Grime, yeah, I'll take grime too. Is it soot? Is soot just like a generic term for any black powder or flaky substance containing largely of amorphous carbon produced by the incomplete burning of organic matter? I guess, yeah, no, that still kind of tracks. That could happen. Yeah, because it's like... and like it has the smoke or like the soot coming out of it. Yeah, that tracks, Has the, exhaust. Ooh. Look at an old boneyard plane being started. Oh, hell yeah. This old boneyard plane being started. Will this work? Videos. Air Force Boneyard in Tucson. I don't think this helps me. How do I find one? Old plane engine starting. Crazy cold start, big old airplane engines, and loud sound. This might be loud. We'll find out together, I guess. Cover your ears. This isn't that loud. Wait for it. Yeah. Biplane crop duster. Yeah, something like that. Omega rotary aircraft engine. These are cool. What's this? Most replayed. What is this? On the P985 radial engine. Why is this the most replayed? Yeah, that's shooting smoke. Here, hold on. This is the... I should set up a thing. Chat rules. Who put those chat rules there? This is the video I'm looking at. Here, hold on. I'm gonna try to finagle something real quick. old Ace do his... do his magic real quick. Add... scene? Sources. Yeah! Make it tiny. And put it right there. Where do I put it? Oh, I should... I can't think of where to put this. Put it there. Beautiful. Look at this. It's like that. That very first boom. That was a beaut right there. Or like, yeah, like I think, what was the other one? This one was shooting a lot of... Yeah, you can see it right there. That's cool. What's this one? Yeah, look at these babies. Oh, it's shaking the bits here. That's cool. Damn, looking at all these plane videos is really cool. It kind of makes me want to be like a plane VTuber or something. Wait. Thought more about what plane we're actually trying to fix up in this damn hangar. You know, just a biplane crop duster or something like that. I kind of like the look of this bad boy at the very beginning. This guy, something vaguely like that. What is this generic enough? Plane VTuber, huh? Oh no, Nukiashi heard that. Quick, everyone, run and hide. They're gonna know that I'm gonna turn into a VTuber or something. That's too cringe. What's up, Nukiashi? I hope you're doing well. Hope your Wednesday is doing well. Old training planes. Made to be really fucking hard to fly. That tracks. Oh, speaking. Hey, look at this. It's got the Rolling Stones. Oh, you can't see my cursor. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hold on. Sources, properties, capture cursor. It's got the... I don't know if you can see my cursor still. There it is. It's got the Rolling Stones. Turned into a VTuber. They're gonna be turned into a plane. No, someone's already done that bit. Shoutouts to Airshow. I don't know if they have like letters after their name. It might be Airshow VT or something like that. But there's already like an actual plane VTuber. I like this though. This is cool. Something vaguely like this, without like the canopy too, because it makes it even sillier. Or like this, right? Yeah, that'd be cool. Not be hurt for long. Only came in to judge you, as anyone should. Appreciate all the same, Nukiashi. I can't live without having at least one set of judgmental eyes on me at all times. I couldn't put every word in the book. So I have a confession to make. I've gotten into card games. Again, sort of. I'm sorry I failed you all. I really like Shadowverse. And it's sunk its fangs on me. when I was in college, right, I played a lot of Hearthstone and I played a lot of Shadowverse. This was back when, like, you know, to nail it down, it was Hearthstone during, like, when Yogg-Saron Mage and when Quest Mage were a thing. If you know what that means. If you don't, good. You didn't play Hearthstone, presumably, and that makes you a better man than I am. But, like, I played it during that time, and then at the same time, that's right around the time that Shadowverse came out, so I played both those quite a bit. But then, you know, I grew up and I became a healthier human being. But then, within the last about week or so, a friend of mine came up to me and was like, "Hey, they made a physical copy of Shadowverse," and he really enjoys Shadowverse, so he was like, "They made a physical copy of Shadowverse. I have 2 starter decks. Do you want to play with me?" And I said, "Sure, yeah, I'll try it out." And I tried it out, and I was like, "Fuck, this is kind of fun." It's unfortunate, it really is, but like me playing that physical copy of Shadowverse just like brought me back. And I was like, damn, this is kind of fun. I kind of like this. And because it is, like, the Shadowverse physical, like, edition just came out in English, like, 2 weeks ago. I'm on the ground floor of it. My theory with card games is always, like, they're good for the first, like, 2 years. So I'm getting in now on the ground floor. I'm going to play it for, like, a little bit, and then I'm going to get out while it's still good, right? That's the idea. I played a Runecraft. No, I played a Swordcraft, aka a Royal deck. That was the starter deck that I had, and they had an Abysscraft. Because in the physical version of the game, they don't have Shadow and Bloodcraft. They merged both of them together into Abysscraft, also called Nightmare is the Japanese name for it, which is so sick. But that's what they played, and like Swordcraft won, like, the very first one we played, they won, but every other one, the Swordcraft deck won because it was just so aggro, because it's Swordcraft, right? Early Swordcraft is just very aggro. And I told them, I was like, hey, if you get the chance, if you're going to buy more of these, which they are, can you, like, put in an order for a Runecraft deck? And they did. And so I'm gonna be a dirty Runecraft player, and I'm super excited because like after I got that deck and like I went online, I started to look at stuff. I was like, oh, what does the deck come with? And I had this stuff, and then I was like, oh, what are the booster packs? And I looked at the booster packs, and the best part about it all is like in the booster packs you can get Dimension Shift. If you don't know what Dimension Shift is, it's a card for Runecraft where you get to take another turn. It's like Time Walk from Magic the Gathering. And basically what you do as Runecraft with Dimension Shift is you play Solitaire, try to stall out long enough that you can play 1 to 2 Dimension Shifts in a turn, and then you just win. And it's so dickish and it's so evil, and I'm so glad that it's going to be in the physical card game, and I can't wait to just do nothing but play that for like a month. It's going to be great. I do not recommend anyone play Shadowverse, however, because I cannot in good conscience like say play a card game. It is not healthy. It's not good for you. Because I like kind of like how the physical game worked. I went and I downloaded my Shadowverse again. I haven't touched it in like 6+ years. I dusted off my old Dimension Shift deck, and I went and I played the unlimited format, which is like, there's rotations in a card game. So I can't play the decks that I played like 6+ years ago. Not 6+. How long? Oh shit, yeah, it has been 6+ years ago. I forgot what year it was. 2023? I did in like 2016, 17? Yeah, it's like 6+ years ago. I can't dust off those decks and go into normal mode. I have to go into like unlimited. And in unlimited, people that play unlimited just have been playing for a long time and or like bought all the good things, and so like you play unlimited and it's like they just have so many like legendary cards with like so many effects, and it's just like I don't know what the fuck's going on, but occasionally I get to do my combo and it's the greatest feeling in the world. You ride that high for like 5 games. Try Shadowverse. It's too many things all at once. Yeah, if you tried it like within the last couple of years, that sounds about right. That's what I was saying, where like card games are good for the first like 2 years, and then it becomes a mess. Because when you're making a card game, it's like your very first set is going to be very down to earth. because you have to introduce like, you know, how attack and defense work. You have to introduce like your base game concepts, like for Shadowverse evolving, or like for any other card game, like just keywords like Bane, or like Ward, or like Shield, Defense, Trample for Magic the Gathering. Like all these little things, and you have to introduce like, so your very first few sets are pretty low power level, but then every other set like eventually is getting power crept, and it's like, well, you can't just put a one mana 2/3 that does nothing. That's lame. Why would you do that when you can put a 1 mana 2/3 that draws a card, and if you kill it, you also draw a card, and like all these other like every like card has effects on it that like do things, and it's just like, yeah, it makes it very power crept. It makes it like very like, ah. What's up, Joe? Yo, Chief, what is up? What is up right now outside of the sky? Ha 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 ha. Dad joke. Talking about Shadowverse, talking about card games. Talking about, what else? Twitch sub badge ideas was another thing. If you have a Twitch sub badge idea, anyone who hasn't contributed, feel free to throw it in. I think right now the coolest ones are the wrench, which is pretty simplistic. I don't know how you would do extra, like, things on that. Maybe could change colors. The other one was like the other one is like, the longer you sub, the dirtier it gets, which I actually really like that idea still. That's fun. Because it's like your overalls, your coveralls, right? The longer you're at a job, the dirtier they get. It's great. Goggles? Ooh, goggles. Goggles is kind of cool. And the goggles have like the number or something, or like the lenses could be different colors for stuff. Oh, that's kind of cool. Scarf. Joe, this is why they pay you the big bucks. This is why they pay you the big bucks. Scarf is the best answer here today, folks. Oh, I don't know. I still did like the wrench idea, but like, I do like Scarf. Scarf is my iconic bit. A sad-looking glove. Oh, why is it sad? Just because it's in my pocket, that makes it sad? Sad-looking glove might be the better idea, though. You might be onto something. I don't know what, but you're onto something. It's making fun of you, glove. It's making fun of you, my glove. Don't worry. You're fine right where you are, in my pocket. But yeah, I was introduced to the Shadowverse card game. When I was introduced to it, by the way, it was over the weekend. I guess I can talk about where I was at over the weekend. It was actually kind of fun. I flew out to visit some friends, and they ended up doing, like, they hosted community brackets for like fighting games. Like it was a kind of like, I think it was like 30-ish people altogether. Like it was like, it ended up getting like pretty nice. And so like when we played fighting games, that was also where I played the Shadowverse card game, which we already talked about that. We already went down that rabbit hole. But the brackets, the community brackets we do were really fun. I ended up going into Exerd and I went into Melty Blood, right? Those are the two main games I play. There's no Idle Showdown, there was no Plus R, any of those other games that I play, like Exerd and Melty Blood, those were the main two. Exerd, I ended up getting 4th out of 8, 9, 10, 11? Maybe 11. We'll say 10 or 11 people, which overall, not too bad, especially given that I haven't been like putting a lot of time and effort and like thought into it lately. I was pretty happy with that. But Melty Blood was a bit more interesting. Melty Blood's the one that I've been putting time into. I want to say it was about a 10 or 11 man bracket. And like the very first round starts. I go, I sit down, I play my match, I win, but while I'm playing, I notice like my buttons are sticking, which is not good, because like Coma has a lot of buttons where like if you hold the button, you get a different effect, right? Like 2C versus Charge 2C. 2C will combo from things and into things. Charge 2C, like if you're doing the buttons into Charge 2C, that doesn't work. That's not a true combo. So if you're doing like, if you get Charge 2C, you just like drop your combo. And I was like, ooh, that's not good. So I won that first round, but then I was like, what do I do? And so I ran to someone I know, and I was like, I need to fix my buttons. How do I fix this? I don't wanna play like this, because if I lose to having my buttons stick, I'm gonna feel like terrible. It's gonna feel awful. All my training, years of academy training wasted. And luckily, they had a kit with them that had like all these little like tools to help you out, like for, you know, fixing fight sticks or stuff like this. So I took my fight stick, flipped it over, unscrewed it, and then I learned how to do like managing buttons and stuff like that, because I've never done that before. The only modification I've done to my fight stick before was just replacing the 1 pound spring with a 2 pound spring in the joystick portion, in the stick portion. So for the buttons, you have to like, you take a picture, because all the wires are, you know, for mine, luckily they were like color coded. Let's see, take a picture to make sure that you know which one goes to what. You unhook it, you snap it, push it out. Yeah, push it out. I was gonna say pull it in. I think I tried pulling it in at first and I was like, this isn't working, what do I do? And he's like, you have to push it. I was like, oh shit. I pushed it out and I ended up swapping the 2 top middle buttons with the 2 far right buttons, because the top 2 middle were the ones that were sticking and the far right 2 are ones that I don't use, because I use the main 6 on the left. So I swapped them out. Was able to like get it all screwed up and all collected in time before my next match. I went and I played. I won. I ended up going into winners finals then, yeah. I played in winners. I won my winners semis match. I went to winners finals, and it was this like person I'd never seen before. I think they were like from out of town, or like they were visiting, or like, yeah, something like that. I went and I won the first 2 rounds, but it was like close, and I was like, ooh. But they unfortunately they were able to like suss it out, get it together. They won the next 3, but it was like it was close the entire way there. So I got knocked down to losers. In losers, so I get knocked down to losers finals, because it was in winner finals. I get knocked down to losers finals. So I watched the next couple games. Losers finals, 3-1. I want to say I won that 3-1 against someone that I play against off and on occasionally here and there. So I went back to Grands, but in the Grands I lost 0-3. But like overall though, that meant I got 2nd place. That means I got 17 whole dollars for it. That was sick. Paid 5, got 17 back. That's a profit of 12. Not counting the fact that I also paid 5 for Exert, and so overall it's only a profit of $7. But we take that. It's the prestige is the main thing. Being that the person who won overall was from like, you know, out of the area, I get to now proclaim myself as the very best player in my area for Melted Blood type Lumina, and that I think is the biggest and most important part of this all. But it's fantastic. It was so fun, just playing in, and like I was so happy to like, because I've been grinding Melty Blood off and on, just like being able to like prove my results, even though I did get my ass handed to me in finals. Doesn't matter. I still put up a good fight in winners finals, and overall still made the money. It's really fun. I again, like I hope that everyone has some kind of, I don't know how competitive you guys are, but like I like being competitive. Being competitive, I think, is something very integral to, I don't know, me as a person. I like proving my superiority. Because if anyone's going to be in my corner, it's going to be me. That's fun. That's where I got the whole, that's where I played Shadow vs. Evolve. And also, when I was there, I also brought the, if you guys remember when we did karaoke, when I was drinking that, what was it? It was Maker's Mark 46. I brought that along with me. And if you remember when during the karaoke, I was like, it's kind of too vanilla-y. It's kind of too like, it's got some kind of something that I wasn't vibing with, but I took that with me. I mixed it with Coke when I was there, and I was like, woo! That made it so much better. Would recommend. If you ever get Maker's Mark, try it straight, but if you don't like that, mix it with Coke. That stuff's actually really good. bad for you. I play casually. There's nothing wrong with that. It's important to have. It's important to have like both types of gamers, right? Get decimated if I try competitively. Aw. It is tough, right? Because like, especially if you're like, if you want to be competitive, like the very first couple times that you try to be competitive, you're gonna get your ass kicked. I remember the very first time I started like going to my locals and started to like go to like the brackets they had set up. I went 0-2 like for a year, it felt like, something like that. Maybe I went 1-2 a handful of times, but like for the longest time I was not like getting anywhere, and I was just like, man, this sucks, because it's a long grind. And a friend of mine once described it as like, you know, when you join a scene, when you try to do something competitively, it's like a totem pole. You get put as like the bottom rung of the totem pole, and like usually there's not a whole lot of shifting going on between the different totems, but what you're waiting for is for someone worse than you to join, and then everything shifts up on the totem pole. And so I guess the moral of the story is, if you join something competitively, just stick around long enough for the old people to like leave, and then just start beating up on the new guys. Do not. This is not real sanctioned advice. Mine's MTG. Ooh, that's a really fun one. I have not played that much Magic the Gathering, but it's the type of game that I do enjoy. My first exposure to it was I don't know if any of you know who Day 9 is. My roommate in college though really liked Day 9, because I think my roommate in college was a big StarCraft guy, and like Day 9 did like a StarCraft series on Mondays where they would do like, it was like Meme Monday or something like that. I don't remember what the actual term was, but they would do like weird, funny StarCraft stuff. And so that was my first exposure to Day 9. And eventually, years later, for some reason, in my recommended, Day 9 was there, and he was like, he would get like a deck. He would get 2 pre-made decks from Wizards for Magic the Gathering, and he and a guest would play against each other. I don't remember what it was called, but it was just like, so I clicked on it and I watched it, and I was like, I don't know what drove me to start watching it, but I watched like the entire, like it was an entire series of him and guest just like playing Magic, and they like explain the rules, and like as I was watching, I was just like, this game looks really cool. The way like it's all, because as someone who like, you know, had played Yu-Gi-Oh before, Yu-Gi-Oh not having any resources is kind of crazy. Kind of very like, Yu-Gi-Oh is an explosive game because of that. But like Hearthstone and Shadowverse take more from Magic in that they have resources. And so like watching them play Magic, I was like, oh, this is familiar to what I, as a, you know, college student playing Hearthstone and Shadowverse at the time, like I get it. And it just like the entire feel of Magic is just really, really good. I played Arena, I guess. That's like the most Magic the Gathering stuff I've done. Voltron deck, right? I don't get to play because it's deadly. Like actual Voltron, or is Voltron like a term for like some kind of when you say Voltron, is that like an actual Voltron deck, or do you mean like the whatever it's called, Rubijig, where it's like where it's using red, white, blue, green, black, right? All 5 colors or whatever. Because that stuff's kind of cool. Do you play Commander, Raizune? Because like I feel like Magic has some with stuff like Commander, right? It makes it so like all these different formats make Magic a lot more open to being able to like mess around. Yeah, hell yeah. Commander looks really cool. Commander looks very fun. Like if I played Magic, I'd probably get into Commander format. What's up, Wisteria? Yuga makes a lot more sense if you think of the cards themselves as resources. Yeah, it is kind of like that. Like that's why card draw. That's why Pot of Greed, as memey as it is like, it's so good because like literally every card you draw in Yu-Gi-Oh can be basically every card. I guess not every card. There's like a handful of exceptions, but like every card that you draw is immensely powerful because there are no resources. So the cards themselves are the resources, and so just like that's why card draw is so powerful in Yu-Gi-Oh, which in a way is kind of cool, but like honestly, I want to draw cards, and the fact that you like card draw is so like limited in Yu-Gi-Oh because the cards are powerful, it sucks. So, because like I said, I've been playing Shadowverse recently because I downloaded it again after being exposed to it, and like I made a Runecraft deck, and I've been playing Runecraft, and dude, I love drawing cards. I love casting spells. Call me Shadow Money Wizard Gang because I fucking love casting spells. 1 mana draw a card. 1 mana draw a card. Both of those spell boosted my Fate's Hand down to 0. 0 mana, draw 2 cards. I fucking love drawing cards, man. It's the easiest. I want to thin my deck out. By like turn 10, I want to like draw a nothing card and lose the game. That shit's awesome. Voltron is stacking a ton of buffs on one thing. Oh, it's not. Oh, I would have figured it'd be the 5 mana one. I know there's a different term for that, where it's all 5 mana colors together. It's like Rubik's or something like that, right? I figured it'd be that because like Voltron, the 5 pieces of Voltron coming together, it'd be the same thing of the 5 colors coming together. Wouldn't be surprised if we get an actual Voltron card at some point with the crossovers they're doing. Card game crossovers are crazy. I was actually surprised because they had the Lord of the Rings one recently, that's actually kind of cool. That's fitting because Lord of the Rings is also fantasy. But like in Shadowverse, I was looking at that obviously, and like there's an Uma Musume collab that they've done. There's been Love Live. There's been Idolmaster, which you can't get the Idolmaster ones in the global one, which is the most upsetting thing ever because like, oh yeah, give them Love Live, but don't give them Idolmaster. It's like, what the fuck? I'd rather have Idolmaster. I want to be the fucking... Man. Shit's rigged. What's a violin? Life points are a resource too, but they're not a resource in the same way that like... They're a resource in every card game. It's not unique to any one card game, right? Though I do like it in card games when classes use their life points as a resource, like Black in Magic the Gathering, Warlock in Hearthstone, Vampire / Bloodcraft in Shadowverse, like stuff that like uses that as an additional resource. That's always kind of fun. In MTG, you draw for everything. That's why Magic the Gathering, like Shadowverse, is ripping off Magic. Any good card game typically rips off Magic because Magic in and of itself is a good card game. I'm not gonna like if it's a good Magic the Gathering is good like game design. It's so prolific that it spawned so many other card games for good reason, right? And that's why blue is like the best color in Magic the Gathering, because you can do some bullshit with that and you can just draw everything. It's great. I'm a blue-red player. Mono blue or blue red or mono red. Because I either want to like take my time and solitaire and just counterspell all your stuff, or I want to be a red player and I just want to fill the board and kill you in 2 turns. It's great. I love it. And that's why I don't know what a blue-red deck is, but I assume it's somewhere in the middle of that, and it's just like I want to cast spells so bad. I want to be a fucking wizard. Play Striker, activate Engage multiple times in 1 turn. Searches a card and then also draws one if you have 3+ spells in the grave. What is that? Is that Magic the Gathering then? That's awesome. I love it. We love casting spells. Shadow Money Wizard Gang. Nuking is now legal worldwide, dude. I fucking love it. Have you guys listened to that song? I only knew Shadow Money Wizard Gang, We Love Casting Spells. I listened to it. I don't hear people talking about the nuking part as much, which I think is hilarious. Nuking is now legal worldwide. Like, it's such a fucking goofy little song. I love it. Set rotation for Yu-Gi-Oh! Win. Dude, does Yu-Gi-Oh! Not have rotations, actually? I never thought about that. They just have a ban list, right? That'd be really interesting, then. I guess, yeah, because Magic the Gathering is rotations, but Yu-Gi-Oh's never had rotations, has it? It's just always just had a ban list, is that it? That's crazy. I've never... That's another reason that Yu-Gi-Oh is so different than, like, a lot of the card games I play, I guess, then. Because, like, Hearthstone, Shadowverse, and then Magic the Gathering all kind of, you know, do the same thing with rotations and resources. Yu-Gi-Oh really is just, like, living their own life. I noticed also... because I'm gonna get a physical copy of the Shadowverse card game, and so as any good person who plays card games, I looked up like deck sleeves, and first thing I did was I looked up if I could get waifu deck sleeves, which not unless I want to pay extra or get them secondhand. I wanted to get the Ayla. Where's my box? There it is. Can't see it, but I'm holding up my Ayla Ilmatar, Udaline, and Bunny style version figure that I mentioned at the beginning of the stream right now. The box of it, since it's empty, since the actual thing's on my curio cabinet. But like I wanted waifu sleeves, and like I don't know, they're all out of stock. But like if I really wanted to, I could get them. But like what was I talking about? The sleeves come in different sizes. I guess Yu-Gi-Oh cards are different than like every other card. Like Yu-Gi-Oh cards are thinner, which I didn't know that. Like Shadowverse and Magic the Gathering and like almost every other card game uses like a 92 by 66 or something like that. Like they use a standard card size. But like Yu-Gi-Oh cards are like thinner and like a little bit smaller. And like I didn't know that was like a thing. The Yu-Gi-Oh just wants to be different. Bees make honey. Was that another one? Oh my god, I don't know. I guess I don't know the song as much as I thought I did. I love that song though. Only a ban list. Weird interaction where old cards become meta warping in the future. Yeah, I've seen stuff like that. I even though I don't play card games, except for right now, right? In the last week, I've got back into it. But like, even though I don't play them, I do like card games just inherently. I just don't play them because they cost money. And usually I'm a cheap bastard and I just don't want to buy a deck. But you know, again, the game just came out 2 weeks ago. I can get a starter deck and that can suit me well for the time being. But like, I consume a lot of in my YouTube content consumption. I've watched a lot of the dual logs. Because of course I have. He puts a top 10 list on or whatever. I click on it. That's popcorn fast food entertainment right there. I get to learn a little bit about Yu-Gi-Oh! Because like Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a game that I always have I have fond memories of. I didn't play Magic the Gathering growing up. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Growing up. I went to a card shop every Saturday with my little briefcase, pretending I was like Seto Kaiba or whatever, and I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Growing up. And so when a top 10 Yu-Gi-Oh playlist pops in my recommendation, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna click on it. I want to see what Yu-Gi-Oh's doing nowadays. And Yu-Gi-Oh is a fucking mess nowadays because all card games become a mess after a couple of years. That's just life. It just happens, right? Exceed summons, Pendulum, what's the blue one? All that kind of stuff. It's crazy. It's cool though. I've actually played it like here and there, and I've seen some play, and it's still fun, but it's just like the first 2 years where like you can play a vanilla monster that has nothing but high attack and you're scared. That's what I crave in my fighting games, in my card games, excuse me. I guess I crave that in my fighting games too, where I like just things that are big beaters, that are just like scary because they're big. I hate effects. If it's an effect, put it on a spell card. Don't put it on a monster. Monsters have attack and defense, spells have effects. I will not like explain further. You give me a spell card that has 20 feet of text, fine. You give me a monster that has it, I hate it. The game sucks. Electrumite back? Xyz, Pendulum, Link, Synchro, Ritual Fusion. Ritual and Fusion, those were around when I played. Ritual sucked. I thought Ritual was good though because I was a kid. You know I was running that Hungry Burger. That's a lie, actually. But I did run Blackluster Soldier and Relinquished, or whatever the Ritual version of Relinquished was. Because I think Relinquished might be the normal version, / Effect One version. Yeah, Ritual kind of sucks. It's unfortunate, because Ritual is cool. Ritual looks so cool in the anime. And then, like, as a kid, I was an idiot, so I thought it was cool. I actually found my Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck a while ago, and I looked through it, and it literally was just, like, cards that I liked. Like, I had, like, there was... Which, now that I've played games and I understand how like deck building works to a certain extent, I looked at it and I was like, this kind of sucks. How did I ever win a single match with this? And it's probably because I just got like God Hands one time and it was like worked. But it was like, I had like there was like the Water Dragon. So I had one copy of the Water Dragon, 2 copies of the hydrogen and 2 copies of the oxygen, because if you got all those together, you get the water dragon out. But I had nothing else to help that, and then I also had like Dark Magician Girl and like Dark Magician, and like I just literally splashed in everything I liked because I was a kid making decks, and so it was the shittiest fucking deck in the world. But it's just like that's how you play when you're a kid. It was really adorable, like looking back and being like, damn, how do I fucking ever win this shit? Yu-Gi cards are small. Yeah, they're really small. It's goofy. Upper Deck drama. Seems like people mostly play Eternal formats in MTG though, which is kind of nice. Even besides Commander, I hear more about Pauper, Modern, and Pioneer. Yeah, it was weird. I was looking up what like Modern was because I was like, what is Modern? Why is Modern so popular? And it feels weird that the term Modern is the term for literally everything. It's like Unlimited or Wild makes sense. Those are the terms for Modern in Shadowverse and Hearthstone, respectively. Modern just seems weird as a term. Modern, I would figure, be the one that you could only use modern cards, like modern sets. Weirdly enough. Ben didn't deserve this, Konami. Spell speed 4? Oh, spell speed. Oh, no. Ritual is decent with Demise OTK. Oh, we love OTKs here. Blue decks, we love OTKs here. D-Shift in Shadowverse. Is Time Walk still banned or whatever? Give me Time. I guess it's not banned. There might be a ban list. I don't know. But like, I would play if they make Time Walk. If they reprint Time Walk, I will play Magic the Gathering. I don't care. I love taking extra turns. That shit's great. The fact that D-Shift is a card in Shadowverse that is just there and is like, they're just like, yeah, you can take an extra turn. But they were smart and it was like, this is your boss monster effectively. You have to work towards getting this. I love that. I want to take extra turns. I want to take 4 turns in a row. That's awesome. I love OTKs. Or I guess 4 TKs if you use all 3 D-Shifts, whatever. Oh, it's post 2020. It's post 2002. Okay, so like it doesn't most of the thing, but not like the old jank. Like you wouldn't be able to play Black Lotus or like Time Walk or anything like that. Oh, okay. So it's just like, yeah, it just makes it so the power level is roughly in the same place then, kind of. Okay, cool. They reprinted Time Walk? Yo, what? Time Walk MTG. Unlimited edition. Printed? I need more. Legality. Sets and legality. Legacy. Banned. Vintage. Restricted. I'd have to play Vintage. Ew. What's Vintage? Oh, was Vintage literally just like only old versions of stuff? No, it says all legal sets. Cards do not rotate. Format with the biggest card pool and the highest power levels. Yeah, ooh. I don't think I could play Vintage, though. Vintage, like Wild or Unlimited or whatever, like, because you can use literally every card available, getting a good deck can sometimes be really expensive because it's like, why would... Getting, like, a meta deck, I guess. You don't need a good deck. But, like, the meta deck will be like, yeah, just, you know, literally take the best cards and put them in there. And it's like, that shit's expansive. It's still banned. Time Walk is banned. Time Walk's restricted in Vintage, but yeah, it's banned everywhere else. I get it. I feel like you could... I feel like in Commander, because Commander's only one of each card, right? I feel like you could make it... You could just unban it in Commander. I would want to play Commander with Time Walk. Come on. It'd be so goofy, though. I kind of get why, but like... Playing Vintage at competitive is like 10k minimum. I knew it! 10k actually, though? What the fuck? Like, how, like a normal deck is like 100 to 200, right? Which, sure, I think that's fine. Like, because theoretically you can sell it when you're done and you get a decent amount of money back. So overall, like, sure. If you're just starting out, you can get a really cheap budget deck and that also works. Like, 10k though? Bro. That's crazy. We have to play Dimmer. Blue-black to play it. Ooh. I think black's fine, yeah. As long as it's not... I think white is my least favorite of the Magic the Gathering. It's like blue is top, red, black, green, white. Just because, like, I don't know. I don't like goody two-shoes. Like, it's honestly just thematically. I just don't like angels and stuff like that. It's lame. Give me wizards or, like, fire. Those are the two coolest things in the world. Fire wizard? Fucking coolest thing ever. They call him Big Hat Logan because he's got a big hat. That shit's awesome. He casts crystal sorceries, though, or, like, normal sorceries, not fire sorceries, so it's kind of lame. But, like, if you gave Big Hat Logan Pyromancy Glove, it would go hard. We suck in having alternate formats. Konami hates us. Yeah, I'm... Like, again, looking at, like, other card games, Magic's kind of crazy in that they have multiple formats. Like, the idea of Commander being a format is really cool, and I want, like, other card games to have different formats. Which, it kind of comes down to, like, Commander was a fan-made format that just picked up steam. So I don't know if there are other formats in other card games that are fan-made, but they're just not as popular because they don't have, like, official support behind them, right? But, like, that'd be cool. Because, like, I was thinking about it when, again, I've been thinking about Shadowverse Evolve a lot this week because it's my new personality, it's my new obsession. And, like, what if I wanted to play 4-person Shadowverse? The reason that this came in my head was because one of the cards I was looking at on the Runecraft starter deck, or if not the Runecraft starter deck, on one of the Runecraft cards, it says to each enemy leader. It might have been it was a translated card, but it's still the normal Japanese version of the card said Subite. No, the enemy leader, so the Aite no Rida Subite, which means like every, right? So it's like you're kind of opening the door to being able to like do it to multiple leaders, like a 4-headed, a 2-on-2 or like a 1v1v1v1, like Shadowverse. Like, I kind of like that. I want more silly stuff. Hey, let's look up Time Sieve. Time Sieve. Oh, I spelled that wrong. What's this? Sacrifice 5 artifacts. Takes an extra turn after this one. Ooh. You gotta get 5 artifacts on the field, though. $6 is not that bad. I think. I don't know, actually. I don't know card game prices, and I'm gonna hope that I never do. Lightly played for $6. That's kind of cool. How hard is it to guard artifacts in the Time Sieve deck? Hold on. Time Sieve modern deck. $500. Hoo! Goblin Engineer. How do you play Goblin Engineer? Oh, is this a what is this called? This is an all colors deck? Oh, because maybe artifacts have to be in like different colors and stuff. Maybe you could probably just do it in black, red, black, blue, or whatever. Cheap Black Lotus is like 10k, so I don't know what else you'd expect. I guess that's right, yeah. And yeah, Black Lotus is like, it works in literally every deck, so if you are playing Legacy and you did want a good deck, you would probably want that, and that's just expensive. Ace never played the Yada Lock. No, I played around the time that it was available, but, you know, I played a card shop on Saturday mornings in like 2005, 2006, somewhere in that range, so like, we didn't, like, if someone beat me, also, fun fact, if someone beat me, this being almost 2 decades ago, I probably don't remember what my child brain was thinking at the time. Don't think they're a foil Black Lotus. No, I don't think so. Because it was like in the most expensive, it was in the very starter set, right? And it was never done anything. Someone noted he has 3 of them, you think, whoo. Has some alternate formats that are not official but never supported. Despite Konami promising alternate formats in tournaments, they can promise all they want. Promises are... Companies can just make promises. They never have to fulfill them. Tivit, Cellar of Secrets, and Time Sieve. Infinite combo, you say. Tivit, Cellar of Secrets. What do you do? I need a card to tell me what... Here we go. Flying Ward 3. What's Ward? Is Ward what I think it is, where you have to, like, you have to attack it? That's what that means in Shadowverse, so I assume so. Whenever Tivit enters the battlefield or deals combat damage to a player, starting with you, each player votes for evidence or bribery. For each evidence vote, investigate. For each... What the fuck is this? For each bribery vote, create a treasure token. While voting, you may vote an additional time. The votes can be cast for different choices or for the same choice. What the fuck? What's the point of this? Ward is budget hexproof. Oh, okay. Well, hexproof is that it can't get targeted, right? You have to pay extra to target it. Oh, okay. That's why it says Ward 3. Got it. Okay, okay. And that you have to, like, actually pay to target. Like, you can't target it for free. Which, being a seller of secrets, someone who's, like, wheeling and dealing, that fits thematically, too. That's kind of cute. First time we went to Logos when Dragon Ruler was at full power. Ooh, I hear that was terrible. Because that was one of the tier 0 decks. Master Duel can count as an alternative format. Oh yeah, there's Master Duel, and there's also, what, Speed Duels? Do those come to the America yet? Those come to the West yet? Where, like, you get, like, 3 cards. It's Speed Duels are basically Master Duel format, right? That's kind of cool. I don't know how well they're supported, but that's I know that's another thing. Oh, is that just different? Like, is it a different, like, cards and everything like that, too? Oh, that's unfortunate. You can't use the same cards. If so, that kind of sucks. Wooburg, that's what it is. It's Wooburg. What did I call it earlier? Well, I called it like Ruberg. I had the like R and the W and everything swapped around. Wooburg. Oh, I have my combo for my commander. I just need to look for that one card. I hate that. When you just need your one card in any situation. Either in deck building or in actual play, and you just need to draw it. Speed Duel is like mobile with gacha. Cash grab. Ooh. Master Duel you can play decently in free to play. There's another Yu-Gi-Oh! Like gacha game. It might be speed dueling. There's like, I saw a friend of mine like played it once, where you have like 3 cards, and like the way it's like set up in like a weird crisscross pattern, where like you play a card in one of your 3 spots, and it's like a 4-man head-to-head, and like wherever you play a monster, the monster will advance, and it will like attack the cross duel, I guess is what it was called. That shit was wild, because like if you played a card in the center, all 4 monsters would like go to the center and they would like battle, and there was like it was weird looking stuff. Duel Links is Speed Duel, right? It seems like it, right? I assume it just didn't get as much love. Like it just got end of service because it was like, why would you play that when you could just play Duel Links for normal Yu-Gi-Oh? Crossduel looked fun, but like I couldn't see people playing it for more than like a couple weeks, just because like it's like gimmick Yu-Gi-Oh, and not like gimmick in a fun way. Because it really was just like it's 4-way head-to-head too, so if you can't find, like, it's a lot harder to get like a match going, just inherently because there's more people going, right? It was really neat to look at, but yeah, I can't imagine like having the same staying power as a normal card game. What's up, Ben? Howdy, howdy. Hope your Wednesday has been going good. We're talking about card. We got on a card game topic. What's your poison, Ben? Do you play card games? Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, Shadowverse. Shadowverse is the right answer. But there's really no right answer because card games are also terrible. But we all have our vices. Mine has never traditionally been card games, but you know, sometimes you get lost in the sauce. Weiss Schwartz. Ooh, Weiss is always interesting too. I like looking at Weiss Schwartz. Hearing like how it plays, where like every deck is the same. It's just excuse my not entirely knowing, right? But like every deck is like if you play the Strike Witches deck, you play the Strike Witches deck. If you play the Madoka deck, you play the Madoka deck, right? The Madoka deck, whichever way you pronounce it. Right? And they all have, like, all their cards, like, do similar things, just being reskinned of each other, and it's just, like... I've had it explained to me once, and it's interesting, and it's just very... It's very interesting. It looks cool. I like the cards. If anything, Weiss Schwarz has given card art to all those niche animes that everyone loves. And it plays like an RPG, that's right. Yeah, Cross Duel played a little bit like an RPG. Because, like, you had to level up your dude. I remember that as being part of it. Because they had, like, bonuses. Kind of like Master Duel has, to a certain extent, but, like, a lot worse? Much better than yesterday, but it's Thursday for you now. Perfect. That's good. Doing better than the day you were before is always a good positive to have. Did play Yu-Gi-Oh up until GX. Me and my friends used to reserve a table at a Starbucks and play there until around 9. That's cute. Oh my god. That's roughly around the time that I played too. Oh, what is the Yu-Gi-X theme? I had it in my head for a second. Hanging out with your friends in the schoolyard. That thing, I love it. I watched the original and I watched GX. I didn't finish GX, but I got into like halfway through-ish. That was when I like. That's when I grew up and I was too good for Saturday morning cartoons and anime. And then I got back into anime like a year later, or a couple of years, whatever. With like, you know, your adult animes for adults, like Code Geass and stuff. Duel Links is the digital and Speed Duel is the physical for you. Oh, so they are very same format-ish. Okay. 5D is more than GX. I hear 5D is really cool. As corny as the card games on bikes is, I hear it is pretty like actually good. Also he's like a bit, he like wins and he's just so like the MC is just Chatty McChatterson. It always sounds kind of cool. Once you get over the hump of just like card games on bikes, I hear it's actually really fun. It's actually really fun. You played Pokemon cards like Play, not just collected it. That's crazy. That's a lie, Ben. Everyone I knew only collected it. Everyone had like that one copy of Ancient Mew that you got from like going to the Pokemon movie in theaters, right? Everyone had like one copy of those, and it was like, oh, it's so different and so cool and rare. It's gonna be worth so much someday. And I think because it was like Beanie Babies, where it's just like everyone has this. It's not rare, unless it is. Is it? Actually, hold on. Ancient Mew, Pokemon card price. It's only like $20. That's it though. It's cool. I guess $20 isn't bad. Oh, if you get a grade 10, it's a $250. Oh, mine would not be a grade 10. I might get a grade 8. That'd be a $41. That's not terrible. I have to find it. Also, it's probably sold. We sold a lot of my cards like a couple years ago. Like whenever my parents moved houses, like a lot of that stuff just got bundled up in like rug brands, and we sold them for like $10 a pop for like a stack of 100 or whatever. My heartbeat in hyperdrive. Is that the 5D song? That's sick. Going back to Meander, try to look up Shalai and Halar and Kit Kanto. Are you speaking the Dune language to me right now, Raizune? Shia Halud and the Kizarak, Hazarak, whatever. I just watched it yesterday. I don't know why I don't know. Quizak Hattarak, is that what it was? Shia and Halar, Flying Vengeance. Whenever one or more +1 counters are put on a creature you control, Shia and Halar do that much damage to the target opponent. That's a... I literally fought against that card in Shadowverse earlier today, and it sucked. Kit Kanto, Mayhem Diva. When Kit Kanto enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token. At the beginning of combat, on each player's turn, you may tap 2 untapped creatures you control. When you do, target creature that player controls gets +2/+2 and gains trample until the end of the turn. Goad that creature. What does goading mean? Is that a good, like, wombo combo, though? Because you can do... Because Kit Kanto gives tokens, which, Shai Hulud can, like, use. I don't remember what the name was. Shalai and Halar. Didn't last very long because we kept losing energy cards. We did play Pokemon somehow. You mean, like, actually, like, just losing, like, the physical version of the energy card? That's very fitting for children. Like the energy cards were cool looking too, because it was just like a single like logo, like just the water logo or the fire logo or something like that. So it's really easy to like lose them or like take them or have them taken from you. I think this is a villain thing. I don't think I should admit this, but I think one time when I was a child, I think I stole someone's energy card, and I think the welling guilt in me just came flooding back because I distinctly remember just straight up just taking someone's energy card one time, and I don't think I ever gave it back, and now I feel really bad. I don't know what the context was. Was it like a bad trade or something like that? I don't know. Oh, I feel so bad. Oh no. I'm a monster. I need to call up children that I haven't talked to in like 20 plus years and be like, hey, I'm sorry that I took your energy card like 20 years ago. And they'll say, who the fuck are you? You the one that stole my friend's energy card? I hope not. Was it like, I can picture it, 20 years ago, sitting on the lawn next to my family's driveway. We had a binder of cards, and I don't remember what the circumstance was, but I just took it. I'm a monster. I wish I knew more about like the circumstances around it, but like. Like it was so long ago. I'm just a dick. I just stole a card. I just kaiba'd that. I just kaiba'd that kid. I didn't like rip it up and say, like only three blue eyes white dragons in the world. Haha, I'm gonna get rid of this one. Or like I didn't weevil it and be like, say goodbye to your grandfather's deck. Or whatever. But like. Bandit Keith, that card. Did Bandit Keith also have a history of destroying cards? Oh, I don't remember that. I can only think of the first two iconic ones. What did Bandit Keith destroy? In America, what did Bandit Keith destroy? Goad is like Tom. Oh, goad that creature. Make that. Okay, gotcha. But they can't hit you with their creatures, so you force them to fight each other. Oh yeah, because in Magic you pick defenders. Or something like that. But like, oh, so like when you go to creature, it makes it so they have to get blocked, something like that maybe? Like it could be the opposite. Something weird like it. Since you get to pick defenders, right? Goad is force attack any player other than you. Oh, is this a commander only kind of thing then? Accessible to any, you think? Huh. You can't hit with their creatures, so you force them to fight each other. Such an annoying mechanic. Yeah. A lot of the small ones that like make you have to like play around it. They're all annoying, but they're important. Having little annoying things like that is important. That is the heart of games. Is like here's the small nuisance. Play around it, and it's like, man. You want those small nuisances. Once they get to big nuisances, though, that's when all bets are off. Whenever they play something that like summons an additional creature, and then both of those do like 5 damage to the entire board, and it's just like, man, what? And meanwhile, you have a 3 mana that will draw 1 card. And it's like, man, I'm being power crept. But if I can make it to turn 8, I win. But like, man, I can't make it to turn 8. Goaded creatures are forced to attack, and to attack a player other than the player that caused it to be goaded. If a goaded creature is tapped, it can't attack. Okay. If there's a cost to attack with a goaded creature, its controller doesn't have to pay that cost, and if they don't, the creature doesn't have to attack. Okay, yeah. If a goaded creature is tapped, it can't be attacked. There's a cost to attack with a goaded creature. Its controller doesn't have to pay that cost, and if they don't, the creature doesn't have to. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I think I understand it then. The part about forced to attack and to attack a player other than the attack that caused it to be goaded is what I was thinking about when it was like you force it to attack, because you can't pick defenders. It's like, we're gonna make it so you have to attack, and then you become tapped, and when you're tapped, right, you can like get attacked or something like that, right? Because I think that's how that works vaguely. That's cool. Help other people by letting them fight for me. That's the way. You make other people do the work. I guess it's a good time to ask. Yeah, we're just chatting about whatever, Ben. Because I remember the commercial stream you did before. Have you seen the Long Man Japanese commercial? Yes! Yes! Of course. Who has not seen Long Man? That is a beautiful series? What was it? Sakura-gumi versus Nagai Sakura-gumi, commonly known as Long Man. Oh, that's so good. Cause like you watch it and you're like, okay, I get it, and then the twist at the end happens. You're like, oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Love wins. The best part about that is like the normal Sakura-gumi guy, like, you know, like he got someone that appreciates him for him, and that's good. Love wins and the gummies win. The gummies win in the end. It's great. I love it. That's fun. He's so iconic too. Long Man. Just give me one real quick beautiful, right? Oh, it's so good. Everything about the commercial, just like the way that they were just like, yeah, just put that like that jazzy music and make her look hypnotized by it. It's just like that's good commercial design right there. Made some of my own custom Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Oh, real? Got bored, so me and a friend decided to make Yu-Gi-Oh custom cards for fun. Custom creation cards. Oh, that's cool. Like recently, or like when you were kids or something like that? Because I definitely did that when I was a kid. Even recently though, it's still fun. There was when I was in a Hearthstone, I always went to the subreddit Custom Hearthstone, where it's just like, yeah, you just like, it was just people making like ideas for cards, and sometimes it was like, you know, jokes, but other times it's like, that's actually a really cool card. And like, I think 1 or 2, either intentionally or unintentionally, ended up becoming like actual cards. Do it in browser and have it printed out. Oh, that's cool. It's really fun, like thinking about just making your own cards like in browser or like just on paper, because that's like in my last couple of weeks of, you know, being YouTube only for content, I ended up watching a lot of, oh, who is it? Hold on. MTG Orb YouTube. Was this gonna work? Yeah. Who is this guy? Ristic Studies has been a channel that I've been watching a lot of recently, because he does like Magic the Gathering, like history and stories and stuff like that. And so like I learned about like how early Magic the Gathering, the first couple sets were literally just printed paper that they cut out, right? That's what the playtest sets were. It was literally just printer paper that you would play with, and that's cool. I love it. The Hungry Burger archetype. Don't stop trying to make Hungry Burger work. It's not going to work. Hungry Burger support? Does it actually have support? Why would it have support? Oh, did they actually make more like new cards? New archetype plus its Hungry Burger support. This just happened like a couple months ago. What is this? What does Hungry Burger support mean? What was he cooking? Oh my god, it has the Thanos. What was he cooking? What the fuck? You can ritual summon this card with any recipe card. Uh-oh. You can only use the first, second effect of this card once per turn. Recipe card. What is this? None of these have hungry... I guess this one. This guy kind of looks like a chef, but none of these are like... Yeah, it's just like making chef cards. There's the classic Hungry Burger reprint. Hamburger recipe reprint. But what is... Do they like buff Hungry Burger? What is the... I'm not going to read all these cards. I don't have that kind of time. I'm very lazy, right? Novellas. Oh, this way. Okay, okay. Is this the one? Members. Place. What does it say? What does it say? Etymology, recipes. What's the card? What does the card say? Just show me what it says. Playing style is an archetype of ritual monster sent around tributing attack position monsters. Have effects that allow them to tribute cards when targeted. Novellas. Let me just look for this. Yu-Gi-Oh! No, not the Yu-Gi-Oh-pedia. Give me Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki, maybe? Oh, because this is an archetype, I guess. Oh yeah, it's an oops, sorry. It's an archetype, that's why. Who's this? Who's the fat guy? Because he's the big guy. He's like the boss monster. Burger Griller Novellas or something along those lines. You can ritual summon this card with any recipe card. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is special summon, you can negate the effects of as many face-up cards your opponent currently controls as possible. If it was special summoned by a Novella's monster's effect, tribute all monsters they control. Ooh. Quick effect, you can target one opponent's attack position monster, tribute it, and if you do, special summon one Hungry Burger from your hand or deck. What the fuck? That's cute. I like that. It literally is just turning... He's a burger chef, so he turns the opponent's monsters into burgers. That's actually adorable. Holy shit. That's adorable. Oh my god, I love that. That's how you make Hungry Burger good. You just make him a token, effectively. That's adorable. Oh no, I have to stand up now. What I missed when I was looking for... A lot of chat happened. What I missed when I was looking through Burger Chef. Our country, we have a similar commercial. Milk Nido, a milk product. I think it's 4 parts of 1-minute commercials. Oh, real? My cord is tapping the my mic right now. Does that sound familiar, Ben? I'll check that out in a second. You do it in browser. If you want to know what they are, I can DM some of them. I think I found it now. I don't know how to send a ping. I can only DM. Okay, back down. I can't stand up while also talking at the mic because then I look like a hunchback. If you like Hungry Burger, I don't know if I would. I don't know if I'd say I like Hungry Burger. I appreciate the meme. The sushi ship archetype. Oh, is it the same thing where it's like a sushi chef like creating things into things? That's kind of I think it's cute. It's very, I like it when things are very thematic, which Burger Chef turning enemy monsters into burgers is very thematic. That's actually really adorable. Guncon, Sushi Ship. Fire Aqua. Ooh, that's a weird typing combination. Introduced in Dawn of Majesty. You can reveal one other Guncon card in your hand. Special summon that card from your hand. It literally is ships, like sushi ships. That's so awful. That's so cursed looking. Just giant pieces of sushi being worked on like battleships. This is some of the most bizarre card art I've seen. exact type where you stack sushi greens. Oh, is that what that is? Oh, that's so goofy looking. Sushi origin, warship origin. Oh, what the fuck? Sushi origin, uni, warship origin, super dreadnought. Send a pic via DM. Hit me up, Ryzuna. What you got? It's a French deck, French cook deck. Oh, if it's a French deck, then that kind of knocks it down a few notches. I'm sorry, I don't want to be mean to the French. Not any more than they deserve at the very least. What you got, Ryzune? I do like that Burger Chef though. Ydirth, Core of the Frozen Glades. I can't read this. I think I talked about that yesterday. It's like you go to the eye doctor and they just show you a Yu-Gi-Oh card and say, "Can you read this?" Ydirth, Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh wait, is this? Oh, did you make this? Hold on, wait a minute. Because I typed that in and nothing popped up. Oh, is this one of your custom ones? Oh no, Ryzude. I have to zoom in now, shit. Must be link summoned, unaffected by your opponent's card effects. When this card is link summoned, banish as many other cards on the field and in the graveyard as possible. Then this card gains attack equal to the number of cards banished by this effect times 300. Banish as many other cards on the field and in the graveyard as possible. Holy shit. During your main phase, you can pay half your life points. Each player draws 3 cards. Then each player returns 1 card to the top or bottom of the deck, their choice, and discards 1 card. So you draw a card, you put 1 back, and you discard 1. Got it, okay. During the battle phase, quick effect, you can pay half your life points, return this card to the extra deck, and if you do, special summon 2 link monsters with different names that are currently banished or in your graveyard. Wait a minute. You can only use each effective Ydirth Core of Frozen Glades once per turn. Can you do that? The banished part, I mean? Have they started doing that in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can actually like interact with the banished zone? If so, that is goofy as hell. Because like the graveyard was like, oh, they're in the graveyard, you can't interact with them. And then they made it so like, oh yeah, graveyard effects, you can start interacting with them. So the graveyard is now like the second hand or the second deck in a lot of things. And so I thought because of that, they made banish like the actual graveyard where you can't interact with them. With the exception of being like, who's the big beater that like the more cards in your banish zone, they get stronger? Like outside of him, I thought nothing interacted with banish. It's existed for a long time. Yeah, Grin Maju, that's it. There are cards that can interact with banished cards. What the man? This is why I don't trust Yu-Gi-Oh. Can they make an extra banished, like a doubly banished? How do I get rid of a card? Do I just have to take it and rip it up? I do have to be that guy. I do have to Kaiba some cards. What would you do if you were at like a card game local and like this is so just like this scenario is so terrible, like it's not gonna happen, but like what would you do if you like were playing card games against someone and you played a monster card and they picked it up to read it and they just ripped it up and said, no, you can't play that card? Like, what do you do in that scenario? You can't do anything. You'd just be like, what? You would call like the shop owner over or something. You'd be like, hey, dude just ripped up my card. What the fuck? But like, is there? I know, Ben, there's one, because this was part of my YouTube deep dive that I've been doing. There was it was the orb. It was the orb card. MTG orb. What is it called? Type that in again. The orb. History of cards. Chaos Orb. It's called Chaos Orb. And how Chaos Orb works is you take it and you take it from like a foot or higher in the air and you drop it on a card. And the card that you're dropping, the Chaos Orb itself, has to flip and rotate 360 degrees. And any cards that it lands on get destroyed. And so a couple of things has happened. Like, it used to be like, you know, people would drop it on like the opponent's deck and be like, well, it destroys all the cards in the deck. And I was like, no, that doesn't work. It has to be a single card, like, in play. And so, like, you know, drop it on, like, you know, if it hits multiple cards, it destroys multiple cards. So you'd have to like fan out your cards at the start of the game. Like, you can't like shuffle your cards around when someone plays Chaos Orb, because that's like not cool. But like someone playing Chaos Orb, this was like a story, is like they play their own Chaos Orb, and then they take their Chaos Orb, they rip it up, and then they just sprinkle it over everything to wipe the board. Yeah, oh my god, Ben, that's exactly the one. Yeah. The guy ripped his card and it fell on everything, so it cleared the board. That's such a good story. But the best part about that, do you know how that ends? So obviously they're playing in tournament or whatever, and he rips it up and throws it over and like destroys all the opponent's monsters, allegedly. So the guy who got all his monsters destroyed, allegedly, like calls the judge over and is like, is that legal? And it's like, he like thinks about it, and what happens is, it doesn't matter if that's legal, because when he destroyed his own Chaos Orb to do that Chaos Orb doesn't exist anymore. So his deck only has 39 cards or whatever the like, it's right under the minimum limit. And because his deck didn't have the like minimum number of cards, he got DQ'd instead. Just a Uno reverse card at it. That's, like, the twist at the end is so like, it's like it's like, that's such a big brain move, and then to add on top of it, it's such a big brain like play from the TO to just be like, yeah, actually, like I don't know who's like, it's so like just a perfect story that it's just like, what can you do? It's just like both players are in the right and in the wrong there. It's so good. Sent another one. Eberron, the rebranded Dominion. Let me look at this in a second. The most uninteractable state for a card is to be in is banished face down. Oh, that is right. There is banished face down. Yeah, they started adding stuff like that. Like there's the Pot of Greed knockoff that's banished 10 cards from your deck face down. And so that makes it actually uninteractable because you can't flip them back up. Like, you don't know what they are. They're banished face down, so it's like, Skull Servant's banished from the graveyard and then returned to the graveyard to get big attack. Oh, that's wild. Banished from the graveyard, then returned to the graveyard. That's goofy. Yu has lore. Search of Albaz lore. Oh, I've seen like a lot of lore ones. Like there's the entire World Chalice, I think it is. Like there's an entire bit of lore there. Actually, is Albaz from World Chalice? It might be the same thing. No, this is something different. Different universe. Oh. This is very, like, Yu-Gi-Oh-ish. Not Yu-Gi-Oh-ish, then. Because, I mean, it is Yu-Gi-Oh! But, like, yeah, having, like, different... I like cards with lore and stuff like that. So it's really cute, having stuff like that. Especially when they interact. When you see, like, cards, like, whenever you make, like, not a reprint, but, like, you'll have a card and it will have, like, the monster from, like, 5 sets ago, but, like, the monster will, like, be bigger and stronger now. Stuff like that. That's always cute. Cool. Let me look at this other card real quick that Raizune sent. The rebranded Dominion. If this card is Synchro Summon, you can send 3 level 4 fire monsters from your hand to your deck, hand or deck to the graveyard. You do destroy a number of spells, traps on the field, up to the number sent. You can send 3 level 4 or lower from the hand or deck to the graveyard and destroy spell and traps. Okay. Unaffected by your opponent's card effects. When a card or effect is activated, you can banish one fire or pyro type monster from your hand or graveyard and negate the activation if you do destroy it. If the card battles during damage calculation, this card gains attack and defense equal to the total levels of all monsters currently banished times 100. You can only use each effect of Eberron the Rebanned Dominion once per turn. It starts with 4,500 attack. It's a 11-star monster. Oh, but it's a tuner, so instead it's synchro, so you use a tuner and that. One tuner and one or more non-tuner fire or pyro type monsters. When you do a tuner summon, a synchro summon, do you have to add up to the number of stars? Is that how that works? Speaking of YouTube deep dive, do you watch internet historian stuff? Yes, I do. Most of the like big YouTube stuff I check out. Well, I don't know if big is the right word, because like if I was looking at the big YouTube stuff, I'd be looking at like stuff for children, right? Because I guess that's technically the biggest like YouTube stuff. Like, have you guys seen the semi-related, but like whenever I think about like big YouTube stuff, I think about stuff that's popular in me and my niches, which is like, you know, internet historian, or like I could say with the dual logs earlier, but like those aren't big, because like the big stuff is like, have you seen that tweet that's been going around lately, anyone, about like what TikTok Live is? And like it just has like a recording of a random TikTok Live, and it's a girl just every time that someone like sends a donation or sends a whatever, she says like a word, or she says like some beats, and like all this while she's like popping popcorn one at a time by putting a kernel into a hair straightener and heating it up that way. And she's like, yes, 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 ice cream, yum, yum, yes, 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 yeah, 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 yes, yes, yes. That's like what I imagine actual like top level YouTube stuff is, where it's just completely incoherent. Accidentally opened the YouTube tune tab. Yeah, like that. Have you not seen this, Violet? Oh my god, hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. TikTok Live tweet. Well, I don't know. Fucking type that in. Let me see if I can find it. Of course I. Hold on. I know where to find it. I have to like search Discord. Muse Windy is the one who posted it originally. Okay. Let's see. Let me do my internet sleuthing.
Mike.
Here. Pop this out. Where is my? We got to bring back our sources. No, not the that's the Chaos Orb one. We gotta go sources. Oh hey, where did I go? There I go. There we go. Man, being a OBS user is hard. Here, this is the.
Mike, ice cream so good. Take your Lopez. Slay, huh? Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. Yes, 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 yes. Ooh.
She's making popcorn one kernel at a time on a hair straightener.
Gang, gang. Take your joy, take your I don't know. Take your tay, take your iron. Ooh, ooh. Yes, yes, yes. Gang, gang. Yes, yes, yes.
It's so like.
Gang, gang. Yes, yes, yes. Mike.
It's so like it doesn't. Someone described it as just like. It's like what they make for children, where it's just audio visual like nonsense. Or like, have you guys seen the there's another like brand of TikToks for like the young kids, where it's like it'll have a Family Guy clip side by side with like Mario Run or like Temple Run or whatever, and it will have like AI music or something on top of it, right? It's all that kind of weird. Like that kind of stuff is so like weird. Subway Surfers or something like that. Yeah. Like, so whenever I talk about like big YouTube stuff, that's actually what big YouTube stuff is, I think, right? But it's just like, it's like, who's consuming this? TikTok moment, bro. TikTok isn't that bad. TikTok. Hold on. Let's look at this together, chat. Hold on. Let me make sure this is gonna work. Yeah. I love this fucking cat. I don't know, the weird like talking Catman thing is just like, no, I get that. I don't know, it just looks really funny to me whenever I look at that talking Catman. I don't know if it's AI or if it's like a filter or whatever, it's just weird. Let me pull up this last one. Oh, I know this! That's a fake character, Raizune. Used a fake character for this art. I like this fake character. He's got chin stubble and a scarf like me. This is inhuman. It's so robotic, right? There's a really, going back to that yes ice cream, yes, that one, it's so, there's a really good one where it was like someone described it as like, it's like in like a fighting game, like canceling a bunch of like special moves together, because in a fighting game like a character will like say what their thing is, they'll be like yeah, right? And like someone then took that yes dialogue and put it over like Street Fighter Third Strike on like a Yoon combo, and it's just like yes. It's so good. It's so fucking goofy. Yeah, foot dive. It's like a Marvel combo or something like that. Yeah. The sunrise. Oh, I hate when what is it? HTML doesn't work. Oh, it worked though. Wow. The comma didn't work, but it still ended up working. Because I guess Yugipedia knows that if you just put Gizmek Naganaki, there's nothing else. I find the Vsauce lore boring. The Vsauce lore? I haven't kept up with Vsauce in a while, actually. I have not kept up with that, unfortunately. Vsauce is a typically quality content, though. I don't, like I said, I haven't kept up with him lately, so I don't know. But hey, Vsauce, Michael here. Like, that's, from what I remember, that's just pure, just good content. Like Ritual, you overlap the rating, but Synchro, you need at least one tuner in it. Okay. You can't overlap the rating. Got it. Yeah. Because somehow Fillion didn't know what Internet Historian is. Really? Then I found out people don't know Internet Historian has other channels like Incognito Mode and Live Laugh Love channels. I haven't checked out the Live Laugh Love one. I'll say I like Internet Historian. I can understand it though, because it's just one of those like, they're like internet niches, right? And they seem pretty big, but like the internet's startlingly huge. And like I try to like learn about my little niches, but you know, occasionally something new will pop up, like the Skivity toilet. I don't know enough about that, but that's something that's been popping up lately, as in, because apparently that's not Zoomer, that's Jin Alpha-esque creepypasta, which is just Gmod head in a toilet. It sounds like a shit post. I don't know if it's like supposed to be actual creepypasta, like Slenderman type stuff, or if it's just shit posting, but like I've been seeing a lot of that recently, and it's just like, that's just a thing that I just didn't know about, but it's apparently huge. And it's just like, okay. But yeah, Internet Historian, Incognito Mode, those are the two that I watch. And then there's the game one, which I've seen a little bit of. I don't know the Live Laugh Love one as much. But Internet Historian and Incognito Mode are both very good content. This is inhuman. Wash my eyes now. Then you have amazing compilations like Meet My Girlfriend and talks about Star Wars. People just added stuff like she's being held hostage. Wait, is that the Live Laugh Love one? What is that one about, Ben? Wait, hold on. What's the context for that one about having someone held hostage? Foot dive. In flames. Yeah, stuff like that. Yes. Vsauce Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, that's a different person? Oh, this is Starfrost. Oh. Sorry, when I think of Vsauce, like, I can see what you mean, and I understand it, but like, my brain went to... I thought it was weird that you had the Yu-Gi-Oh! In there. I was like, I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna assume that maybe Vsauce made a Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel. I don't know. It's weird, but also, like, I watched a lot of Gmod stuff when I was a kid. Yeah, so, like, that's a good point. Like, talking about all that stuff, it's like, yeah, a lot of the stuff we watched, or, like, any of us probably watched, was all goofy and weird. And it is just coming full circle. But it is just, like, it's always weird looking at it. There's one thing where, like, in, like, Gmod, it's, like, those are creatures doing it. The TikTok live thing, she was living Gmod, and that's something special, honestly. I honestly kind of appreciate that more, because the thing is, like, say what you will about the content, like, people are clicking on it, people are watching. Clearly it's for someone. So I can't like do anything. Like, she's got viewers. She probably had more viewers than I do. Hell yeah, more power to you. I should start doing that. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Funny thing with the gigantic size of the internet, I run to the same people somewhat frequently because the niche is your part. Yeah. As big as it is, you always want to stick around, like, your niches in your community, because that's what you like and that's what you know. And, like, you will run into the same people because they're all, like, if you like a certain anime and you go to, like, talk about that anime, you'll probably run into the same people. Or, like, VTubers, or, like, the artists you follow, or the YouTube channels, all that kind of stuff, yeah. The TikTok girl held hostage. What are you talking? Is that what you're talking about, Ben? Hold on, what is this? This TikTok lore? Amazing compilations like the Meet My Girlfriend and talks about Star Wars, and then people just added stuff like she's being held hostage. Oh, okay, so it's like someone made a
Happy Star Wars Day, everyone. Today is also my birthday, and because it's my birthday,
she looks like she's being held hostage.
My girlfriend, who is amazing. Happy Star Wars Day, everyone.
I have seen this one. Oh shit, wait, hold on. This should still be active, right? Yeah, look at this. I have seen this one, because it looks like...
My birthday, and because it's my birthday, I get to introduce you to my girlfriend, who is amazing. Happy Star Wars Day, everyone. It is also my birthday, and it's my birthday, I get to introduce you to my... Because it's...
Marcus, you don't want to do that. Breaking news, a man is currently holding outside of his home.
Just keep adding more!
Outside of his home, waiting to holding his girlfriend hostage. Police
That's
are
actually incredible.
News, a man is currently holding his girlfriend hostage.
My fellow owners, I know we are all aware of the current market situation.
Holy
And I want to assure you I have my top FBI agents on the case.
Mr. President,
Stuff like this is really... Oh.
Breaking news, a man is currently holding his girlfriend hostage. Police are outside of his home, waiting negotiation terms.
This man is considered to be armed and dangerous.
Currently holding his girlfriend hostage.
This is really good. Yeah, stuff like that. Like, because this is like... This is the good stuff. This is like very reminiscent of... Or at least, this is the stuff that I enjoy out of it, right? I don't want to say the good stuff, because that, like, might be demeaning in some way. But this is like the stuff that I enjoy, where it's like... just adding on and doing something fun like that. Like, there's here, hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. One of my favorites is this is a classic. This is a I say this line every so often too. It's just like, this is one of my favorite TikToks.
That shit look like the battle pass.
And then it gets added on to.
Kind of looks like the battle pass.
That shit look like the battle pass.
That's what I'm saying. Google, show me this guy's balls. That kind of looks like the battle pass.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks like the battle pass.
That shit look like the battle pass.
That's what I'm saying. Google, show me this guy's balls. That kind of looks like the battle pass.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks like the battle pass.
Does look like the battle pass.
That shit look like the battle pass.
That's what I'm saying. Google, show me this guy's balls. That kind of looks like the
Just
battle
add on.
pass.
Yeah, I
It's
was gonna say
beautiful.
that
Look at
looks
that.
like the battle
Does
pass.
look like the battle pass.
Definitely a battle
That
pass.
shit look like the battle pass.
That's what I'm saying. Google, show me this guy's balls.
It's beautiful, right? It's so simple. That it's collaboration. That's the beauty of it. You get 5 guys together and they just make a it doesn't even make sense. What do you mean that shit looks like the battle pass? But it's beautiful in it. There's an old Gmod funny series thing, forgot the name. Fortunately, I shall take off of the A ship. You're in the hangar, Izune. We're not on the plane right now. You can tell because there are windows. And like, there are windows that you would find on the ground, not in the plane. But it's good to see you, Izune. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for popping in. It was a play on the name and the word shit. This stuff is only good part of TikTok. Not even a community, just seeing the same usernames in random places. Oh, it's cute. What's this video? Is this your favorite TikTok? Kahoot, sweet dreams, but I put Kahoot music over it this series. What does that mean? What is sweet dreams? I shouldn't have picked a random one. I love... I guess I picked too deep into it, where it's just like, yeah, this is all just kind of the stuff where it's just building on top of each other, and that's awesome. I like that. I shouldn't have picked something so deep into the chain. It's like, oh, it's like YouTube Poop Tennis, if you guys know what that is. Where like, that's exactly what it is, where YouTube Poop Tennis is like, you know, a YouTube Poop is someone makes and edits a really like short, like you take content and you edit it into some funny shitpost joke. And then tennis is you do that and then you give it to someone else and they make their own, they, you know, edit it more. And then they give it back to the first person and you just like bounce it back and forth like a game of tennis, just making it more and more incoherent. Google, show me this guy's balls. Whoa! I love it's the best part about that is that shit looks like the battle pass. And then the first guy had the forethought to add that bit in so that every other one after would also have like an extra reaction to it. It's just like he lobbed up that serve for everyone else to get the spike. It was great. Dayman Our Savior did a bit on it at one point. This dude makes the greatest mashups. Dayman Our Savior, okay. Extreme meme music mega mashup. This is from 3 years ago, but the very first few clips were from like 10 years ago. Like this is kind of nostalgic in a way. Oh my god! The crabs. This is a mega mix. Hey, Snail House. Love Live. This is. I need more of that. I need more of what do you call it? Dragon Dancing Tay, whatever it is. Let's go back to 2004. Where the most viral video is a man dancing to Eastern European. I think it's Eastern European, something like that. I could be 100% wrong in that. I thought it was like Austrian or something like that. Like that's good. That's some good stuff. Skip to the middle-ish area. This is the setup. I do like Metal Gear Rising. YouTube wasn't even invented in 2004. Yeah, it invented in 2005. Before that, you had to go on like I did like Albino Black Sheep was my my go-to for internet content. I think it was 2005. YouTube date. YouTube start date. Yeah, I guess that's probably the 2005. 2006 is when it like started actually getting Steam, I want to say. But like 2005, that's the everyone, of course. Pop Quiz Hotshots, Pop Quiz Service Crew. What is the first YouTube video? Does anyone know? I know what it is because it's YouTube history. It's something that everyone should know. Dude at the Zoo. Day at the Zoo. Ooh, you guys are close. I want the official name though. Do you guys know it? The Zoo. You guys all got the Zoo, but unfortunately, none of you win because the Me at the Zoo.
Alright, so here we are, one of the elephants. Cool thing about these guys is that they have really
277 chapters. picture of the cool thing.
That's cool.
This dude went and edited his video and added chapters.
Alright, so here we are. Cool thing about these guys is that they have really, and that's pretty much all there is to say.
That's beautiful. That's incredible. Me at the zoo. Write that down, everyone. We're gonna have a quiz at some point in the future, and there's only been one question. It's what is the name of the video, and it's gonna be dude at the zoo, day at the zoo, me at the zoo, and the zoo thing. And you better put me at the zoo. Romania, I believe. Yeah, that's why I wanted to say Eastern European. I think Austrian didn't sound right. Romanian sounds correct, yeah. Has an auto chapter feature now if you have timestamps in your description. Yeah, but I mean, like, someone had to go into his description and he, like, yeah, he added those ones. He added the, I assume, because, like, intro the cool thing in. Like, those are very, it's not like, because sometimes it will auto chapter based on what it thinks if there's, like, text in your video. Like, because I, as someone who watches a lot of, like, YouTube stuff, and you watch, like, what is it, like, long-form video essays, and they'll have, like, you know, their title cards pop up. If they didn't have their own, like, chapter set up, it will try to auto-chapter, and sometimes it will, like, make, like, just text that's on screen into its own chapter when it's just, like, the text is, like, describing, like, a definition or something like that, and stuff like that. It's just, like, really messed up. But I think those ones were added, like, properly into it. Smosh got reunited. Ian and Anthony brought back Smosh. I heard about that. I unfortunately I don't know. I wasn't a Smosh child growing up, so I can only look on and give a wistful thumbs up from it. My poison was, Tobuscus was my poison. It was him, it was, what else was it? Oh, Tobuscus and Cry. Those were the two that I, like, grew up, air quotes on. The literal trilogy. Yeah, that was the very first thing I was, like, exposed to from him, right? Yeah, unfortunately, not a whole lot. A lot of people from old YouTube kind of hit or miss, because you know you gotta be some kind of person to try to be an internet personality. I should know. Unfortunately, it's more often than not a miss. But I mean. Was he cleared? Is that true? Is he fine? The one thing I was happy about was I was glad that Pro Jared was cleared. I didn't learn about that until a little bit later, but Pro Jared was cleared. Pro Jared kept receipts and, like, good for him. Introduced you to Honest Trailers. Oh, is Honest Trailers still going? He was legally cleared. Then you start going really far to the alt-right side of things. Unfortunate. However, so is Honest Trailers still a thing? It's been like, have you even watched Honest Trailers? Because Honest Trailers is basically the same thing as literal trailers, right? Honest Trailer and Honest Game Trailer updates every Wednesday. Oh, that's kind of cute. I like channels that are still just going on and doing just their thing. There's like have you guys ever seen shout out to, I didn't learn about them until a little bit later, but there's a YouTube channel called Continue Show. And they've been making like every Wednesday for the last, like, decade plus, they just release an episode of them sitting on a couch, the three of them, playing a game together. And it's so, like, I like that. I like that there are just people just doing their thing and just still doing it. And it's just nice, right? And it's still like their stuff has kind of evolved over time, but at its core, it's just 3 people sitting on the couch. Every Wednesday they upload a video, and just like the way that like, you know, the jokes and everything has evolved over time, and just like there's a lot. I really enjoy Continue Show. I can't like recommend enough to if you want like circa 2012 like early 2010s YouTube-esque Let's Plays. It's very comfy viewing, and they have a lot of like little interstitial bits where it's just like oh, if you've ever, for those of you that oh, what is it for those of you that are smart and beautiful and handsome and subscribe to my YouTube channel, wink, one of my clips is it uses a Continue Show bit where it uses the Epic Maneuver. I guess Epic Maneuver isn't necessarily a Continue Show thing. Epic Maneuver is from it's an episode of TNG where Geordie LaForge like does a tuck and roll under like a closing bulkhead door or whatever. But I got it from Continue Show because every so often when something really cool happens, they like slow down, zoom in, and have the Epic Maneuver music playing over it. So I'm gonna be what's the word? I'm gonna be narcissistic as I usually am, and just I held back on that, but I didn't think they were gonna actually. Can you zoom in on these? No, you can. Just like I like that you can only, because it's so tiny. With the zoom ins and the music, this is all just 100%. Oh my god! That's 100% just stolen Continue Show bit. Just like all those cute little things like that. It's very pure. It's very nice. They even have like, if you want to check them out, they have a Nuke to Continue top 12 episodes, and it better be on here. Hold on, where is it? Yeah, Rex Ronan, Experimental Surgeon, is fantastic because at some point they just start naming off things that are slightly like Rex Ronan, Experimental Surgeon. You gotta. Oh shit, what is it? They just start going off things that sound like Ronan, like Hulk Hogan or like Jimmy Dugan. It goes off the rails at some point. It's been a bit since I've watched it, so I don't know the entire bit, but it's just like it's a very quality, very cozy like channel I would recommend. Jello Apocalypse's edited live streams. Ooh. Jello Apocalypse. Cool. Would I know them from anything? Do they have any hits? Check this out. Put this in a note thing. Ashens is still just doing his thing. I don't know Ashens either. Ashens?
Looks like he's walked in on his mother having sex with Hitler or something.
That is a great opening to your channel trailer right there. That's really good. Oh, he's got Larry Bundy Jr. in his recommended viewing. That's nice. Because Larry Bundy Jr. That reminds me, going to Larry Bundy Jr., that reminds me of Larry Bundy Jr. has collabed with Frederick Knudsen, which is another piece of like, I would definitely recommend if you don't know, like if Ben mentioned Internet Historian earlier, like Frederick Knudsen is also like a lot more documentary style, as opposed to Internet Historian's more like comedic style, but like that Down the Rabbit Hole is just peak YouTube content. Reviewing random tat on his couch for over a decade. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. It's nice, right? You find your niche. It's literally like Ashens, Continue Show. All of them are just Barry, age 42, chilling in his grotto, moisturized, in his lane, just chilling, man. That's sick. I love that. One of the Let's Play channels I watch turns out to be the voice actor of Aerith in the Final Fantasy VII Remake games. Oh, that's cute. I like that. I like that, like, nowadays, just because the internet's becoming bigger and because younger people are, like, being in, you know, everything just kind of getting smaller in a sense. Like, stuff like that, like the voice actor is, you know, has a Let's Play channel and they're doing Aerith. Or, like, the popular one is, a lot of people know Gianni. I don't actually know his name because I don't consume as much of his content, but Gianni, last name, is a voice actor who also does just a lot of like meme content of him voicing like Columbo shitposts or whatever. But he's also like the voice actor for, like, he's getting some roles, and like he's in Ultra Kill as, I think, Gabriel, right? Or recently, Street Fighter 6. There's been a lot of cute clips of whoever voices Luke in Street Fighter 6 has been doing a lot of like extra work, just playing and just hanging out with the community or just like doing stuff. And one of the recent ones was him explaining like, originally one of his win lines, Luke's win line was like, "Yeah, I won," and the voice actor like, you know, went and like kind of studied for the role and whatever. And he's like, "Yeah, can we actually, instead of saying 'yeah, I won,' which is kind of lame, just go, 'Woo, let's go'." It's like, yeah, that's good. I like that. And he like explained the story of about him wanting to do that, and the sound, like the voice director was like, "Go where? The match is already over." And it's just like, that's very real. And I love that they like allowed him to like actually take the like, you know, clip and like ended up using it, because that's real. That's like, if I won, I would say, "Yeah, let's go." I do that all the time. There are clips of me saying, "Yeah, let's go," after I win. Not a lot, because sometimes I fall on my face more so than I win, but, you know, the ones that do survive. It's like stuff like that, where it's just like people talking about, you know, the work that they do is really cute. It's really nice. Gonna take shower. Peace out, Harmonica. I don't know if we'll be going too much longer, so adios. Like ProZ. Oh yeah, ProZD. That's a really good one. ProZD, I think I like knew about him before Gianni, and like that's a really good example, because he was just like, yeah, he just made like the way I know him is through the subreddit YouTube Haiku, which I subscribed to for a long time, and like he would just pop up on there because he would just make like 15-second videos, and like, yeah, he's a big boy voice actor and everything. It's crazy. Voice actor has reacted to some avatars in character, like yeah, I've seen that too, where he like, I like it when voice actors like voice memes. It's really cute. I always love seeing that. There's for one of my favorite games of all time, Project Wingman, a couple of the voice actors who are there have like, not Fiverr, it's called like Cameo or whatever, right? I mean, it might be Fiverr too, but it's like if you pay them, they'll say funny lines. And so one of them is someone got Crimson One to like do, I assume, like, I don't know if it's, there's one of Longcaster doing the missile copy pasta where it's like the missile knows where it is. Oh, not Longcaster, whatever the AWACS in Project Wingman. Oh, but it's Prez from Project Wingman. That's not the one. Oh, this is actually Crimson One doing Door Stuck. This is actually real. This is like the best example of it. They got the Crimson One, the main antagonist of Project Wingman, to do.
Phantom exterior like fish eggs, interior like suicide wrist red. I can exercise you. This could be your phys ed. Cheat on your man, homie. Ah, tried to weave through the missiles, man. Can't make it. Can't make it. Shit stuck. Out of my way, son. Door stuck. Door stuck. Please.
So good.
I beg you. I'm dead. You're a genuine dick sucker.
I forgot how that ended. Oh my god. That's so good. I love that though, where it's just like, yeah, you just get a voice actor to voice a shitpost. It's beautiful. Only TF2 voice actor did not do the class gaming as engineer. Aww. Unfortunately, given that's how the meme started. Oh, that is unfortunate. That's cute. I like that. Did you hear that also TF2 got an update today, apparently. It wasn't anything like super duper crazy or anything like that, but they had a lot of new like stuff to it, so good for TF2. I'm glad they're still around. Sea-Dog VA redubbed hentai episodes. You got big VAs to help them. Oh my god. When you say redubbed, do you mean like Ghost Stories-esque redubbed? Because if so, that's kind of funny. That's or it's just you just take it and you just say whatever you want to over it. Stuff like that's fun. Do you have anything else on my... I make notes. Whenever I do this, I try to make notes about like what I want to talk to, just in case I can't like ramble off like I have luckily been able to do for the last bit. I think that's everything. We talked about Shadowverse. We talked about my second place run in Melty Blood with my broken control that I got fixed midway through. Twitch sub badge ideas. HBO Max. Oh yeah, again, if anyone has any HBO Max recommendations, please speak now, because I got the service and it's burned a hole in my pocket. And it's really sick. You want to see if the plot is good or if it's just bad voice acting? Oh my god! So he actually like... That's actually really cool. I kind of like that. And what was the verdict? I guess it depends on which ones you're doing. Because sometimes the plot, yeah, is nothing at all. But I kind of like that, where you try to elevate the art as much as you can. Where it's like, yeah, if the animation's bad, and if the voice acting's bad, but like if you take it and elevate it and make it the best voice acting, the best animation, is the story still bad, right? Stuff like that. Like if you raise every other aspect of it, can you make is it actually just hidden art? But yeah, it kind of depends on what the thing is. That's cool. I started the stream with 4 Oreo thin vanilla cookies, by the way. I have 3 still, but I drank all my tea. All right, though. I think it's about time. We had a good session. That was the 2.5 hours of just spitballing, hanging out, talking. That was very nice. By the way, shoutouts to I got a cool image. I got a cool commission the other day, and so I'm gonna be using it. I'm using it as the little thumbnail. So if you check on Twitch in like 10-ish minutes after the stream ends, you can see a really cool, cute image of me as a thumbnail for this VOD when it's over. The WTF event in Arknight starts later. WTF, is that what is that what it's shortened to? I know the event is starting very, very soon. I think it's tomorrow for me, technically. What the Firelight? Is it? It's not What the Firelight. Oh yeah, What the Firelight like casts or yeah, there you go. Most of the way there. It's like NTR Neural, where it's like, yeah, it's close enough. NTR Knight, Neural the Radiant Knight, WTF casts, like close enough. I see where it's coming from. That should be fun though. They knew what they were doing. I can never be too sure. I'd like to give them the benefit of the doubt, but if they really did have that forethought, then that's honestly more impressive. Do we got anything else though? I've gone through all my story bits. Only thing I have left. So Arknights, that's gonna be fun. Next week, doing the event and getting I want Puzzle looks cool. I want Puzzle. I don't know what he does. Just like character design wise, he looks cool. And also Harmony, but Harmony I'd have to roll her. So if I get her, that'll be cool too, but otherwise like I can wait for Smugcat. That's gonna be cool. The only thing I have left this week is Tunic tomorrow. To quote Raizune, I think it was Raizune. If it's not, if it was you viewer, you service crew member, if this was you, speak now or forever hold your peace. But tune in for Tunic tomorrow. AK drama on the scene site. Yeah. Hit me up real quick with that. Let me hear the drama real quick. It was you that said Tunic. As Ben said, tune in for Tunic. I have no reason to not trust Ben. But at the same time, Ben could just be stealing credit. Either way, I think it's funny. No, it was me that said it. I'm sorry. Ben, if it actually was you, I'm so sorry. But if it actually wasn't you and you're just stealing credit, that's actually fucking great. What's the drama? What's the drama? I need to know the drama. I'm gonna eat one of my Oreo cookies. Oh. Someone dug out Calcit's art before Arknight started that Arknight stole from an artist called Lowlight. Wait. Is that like... But isn't Lowlight like... Is that drama or is that someone just being a dummy and not realizing that Lowlight is... Because I think I know the art that they're talking about too. It's on like Pixiv. Because I think I've seen it. Where it's like, it's proto-Calcit before Arknight started. But like, Lowlight is the actual like... person that does Arknight stuff, right? So is it like someone just didn't know? Then Lola announced that he is High Man. Oh, okay. Wait, is High... That's cute, that's funny. Wait a minute, this looks familiar. Oh yeah, it should look familiar, I drew it. Stuff like that. It's like a don't you know who I am kind of moment. I'm Mao's developer of Arknights. Oh, okay. And like his account name. Yeah, because I knew the account name bit. Because I've heard Lowlight before. Because Lowlight is Deep Color? There's some meme about like Lowlight and Deep Color looking similar. Like they cosplayed as them or something. Andriana, not Deep Color. Andriana, that's it. The one with the sniper. Deep Color is the one that summons tentacles. Andriana's the sniper. That's the one. Wage war on Lowlight's behalf against Arknights. That's really cute. I like that. And they just came out and was like, no, yeah, no, that is me. Don't wage war on me. That's cute. I like that. That's fun, like nothing burger drama. That's a good note to end it on. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed talking about card games and Arknight's drama. What was the third thing we talked? And YouTube community stuff. It was a lot of fun. I want to do this more often. I think last time was like over a month ago. I try to do this at least once a month. Just do a nothing stream where you just talk and stuff like that. That way I get to use my cool thumbnail more too. But that aside, with that I know nothing else. Tunic tomorrow. Tune in for Tunic. Hashtag credit Ben. And with that, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out, everyone.